to me and
Hello. Hey,
you. Hello.
how you going?
Hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I've written down the couple of ladies that were donated. I'll mention that in a moment, just to let them know I've checked that.
Yep.
I have seen you. So, hello and welcome. For those who don't know, Brooke Headland of Intuitive Focus.
Hello.
Thanks, brother, for coming.
Yeah, too
Do
easy.
you, thank you for everyone that's arrived and said hello. So I'll read out some names really quickly. C Rose, Angelita, Diana, Jaylin. Hey Jaylin, how are you? I've seen you for a while. July Johnson, Amanda, and Stathy Spine in the background. These big Google eyes. So Brookie, for those that don't know you, would you like to just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are, a bit about your page, etc., please?
Brooke, aka Intuitive Focus. I do also, reading, healing, all that sort of jazz. I also make customized medicine pouches, psychic defense pouches, energy buffers,
Nice.
which are quite powerful little tools. There's plenty of people in the crowd that have got them that will swear by them. Hopefully not swear at them.
None of that. That's not nice. I do things like that, not others.
Yep. Yeah, and I do just mentoring, guidance, all that sort of thing. So
okay,
and
dude extraordinaire, man of many talents.
yes, handyman work, everything.
Yes, I have to agree. Amanda Brooke does look a little shady, but that's normal. That's his normal state
What
of
do you
mind.
mean?
Shady every
How
day.
early it is?
Amanda said you look a bit shady. He's always shady. Okay, so thank you for coming. So information is pinned above. Everyone pretty much know how this works. For anyone that's new that comes in eventually
That's
may
coming
not.
for Amanda.
It's coming from Amanda, the Justice card.
Yes, yeah, that's
Well, that's
it.
just
No
nice,
comments
isn't it,
like that.
Amanda, eh? Just don't ask him. Just don't ask him nothing. He's a shocker. Nosy. Okay, so the first people that have donated today, Diana, I have you first, and then July. Is that July Johnson? Is that you? It's coming under another name, so I would assume that's the July. No, July, June, July, August. Is that lady?
You got to watch out when you read the PayPal names, because sometimes it's got their real names, like their full real names, and you're like,
who's this queen or who's this guy? I know, but it doesn't really matter. You usually just first name, pretty much know who they are eventually. So, okay, and Rose Stevenson. Oh, let me guess who that might be. Is that C something? See you later, Rose. I think that's. I'll put that down. I know who that is. Shoe giver. Alrighty. So we will start with Lucky Diana first in the camp. And Diana or anybody that wants to donate, please do. If you have any questions, is there anything particular you want to go and focus on, want to ask either of us, please do that. You're more than welcome. We have no problem. Otherwise, we're generally just going and stalk you and read you. We do ask permission, of course, because you do have free will, but that doesn't tend to sort of stop us from asking nosy questions. So if there's anything in particular you're really, really worried about at the moment and you find that you just need to ask that specifically, please do. That is not a problem. Otherwise, we will go straight in. Being the guest, would you like to start first, my friend? Diana, are you there?
Diana,
hey,
how are you going, Diana? Hey, Cindy. Okay, Diana.
Okay.
Diana, can I just get you to take a big breath in? Hold it for a second. Big breath out. And as you breathe out, breathe all the energy. Feel it going down to your feet, down into the earth. Just do that a couple of times for me.
Nothing specific. Okie dokie.
What are you? Okay. Look, Diana, it seems to be your focus is shifted on something that's you're going through, something that's just a bit out of your hands. Okay, just let it play out at the moment. You're going to get through it. You're going to get it fluid on with flying colours. And when I mean flying colours, I mean you'll get through, and it'll be a non-issue. So don't give it too much thought at the moment. Don't give anything too much thought, too much focus. Just bring your focus back to yourself. Okay, things will play out the way they play out. Okay. I know it feels like I know what it feels like to have like your life's on hold while you're dealing with stuff. But even when it feels like life's on hold because there's something that needs to be dealt with before you can move forward, okay, you just don't give it energy. You just don't give it focus. Just don't think on it, because that just drains our energy, stretches our field out, and when that does, it leaves room for all sorts to come in. Okay. But at the moment, there's going to be gold somewhere. Everything happens for a reason, and sometimes we get these uncomfortable things, or these things that we need to go through, or in the 3D, spiritual, emotional, everywhere at the moment. Okay, everything happens for a reason. There's something to learn from everything. So there's something the universe wants you to just dive a bit deeper. I've got here, look, the wise one, grow within your current situation. So that's saying whatever it's going, you've pushed out. There's a perspective that you're coming from, so you've pushed out the reasons on why you're going through this, whether it be out of your control or whether it be just an old pattern that just rears its ugly head, because we've got so much stuff that comes in, is coming up at the moment and coming in, and we can do two things. We can go, that sucks, and all that jazz. But at the moment, it's time to take a step back and just have a good look and see things from a different perspective, because there's still something you're not seeing, and it's causing you stress, it's causing you grief, where you're putting your focus and where you're putting your worry, and it's time to let go. So this is time to get the third person, and just take a step back. Okay, just take a step back and have a look at it from a different perspective, as if you were looking at someone else's situation. Okay. Because at the moment, it's all about you do have to hold that positive space. And when we hold that positive space and we don't focus on the negative, okay, when we focus on the stress, then we find it hard to get clarity. And at the moment, it feels like that you're inside your head. You're like, it's still in your head, and it just seems it's a bit of a distraction at the moment. Okay, so this is time for you to just hold that space. And when I mean hold that space, that means whenever these thoughts come in and they start playing with your mind, be aware of those thoughts and go, hey, I'm not gonna think about it. Okay, I'm gonna push it out. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna focus on what I need to be doing. Okay, because every time that we go through dramas, or every time we go through stress, they're actually brilliant catalysts for us to grow. Depending on how we can view it, on as like, oh, when's that going to go? It's making me stressed. Or when's that going to go? It's an inconvenience. Or we can look in and go, you know what? This is we can use it as a catalyst. It's up to us. So we can have all this stuff that's just a pain in the butt all our lives, or we can go, wait a second, that's really good catalyst. That's really good catalyst. That's really good catalyst. I can use this to my advantage. Okay, so it's about you using it to your advantage and getting out of reaction mode. Okay, so instead of just things happen and we go, oh shit, react. Okay, you got to get beyond that. You're going to go, no, I'm going to be positive. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Don't want to see that, but I'm looking at it. Okay, that's all okay. But at the moment, it's about you getting out of reaction mode, okay, and not reacting. Because when we get into reaction mode, we respond, and then we latch hold of thoughts, and we latch hold of emotions, and then we tend to get things. We escalate them. Okay, and sometimes at the end of the day, these things don't grow to be the monsters that we create. Okay, but that's part of coming back to your main card, the spiritual one. That's inverted, the wise one, grow within your current situations. So that's definitely a catalyst there. But get out of that head. I got the stress card inverted. Okay, this is what happens is we overthink things, and we overanalyze things. At the moment with this stress card, Mother Earth inverted. What happens is we build energy onto the stress, and we pile it on, and we make these things worse. What happens is we think, and then emotion comes in, and we attach to that emotion, we attach to the thought, and we feed it, and we think about it because it stresses us, and it pulls us all out of balance, because I got you all out of balance with your main action card, the mountain, stand your ground, and that's inverted. So it's covering reaction mode, the Shaolin Master. Under that, we have to get you out of reaction mode. The only way you get out of the reaction mode is realize that what you're doing in your head and with your feelings, and go, no, I need to change this. I need to step back from it. It's always easier said than done, but this is the battleground of the mind, and this is what we do to get through these things. And when we can learn tools like this to get us through certain stresses, because here, look, Look, man, this is the outcome. So what are you worried about? King of Wands, all good. It's all rosy. You'll get through it. But when you take authority and you start exercising these tools and take control, and really try to take control over those thoughts and those emotions, and know that you are in your power. Okay, that you don't have control over the unknown, but you have control how you react. You react to it all. And when we go through these things, we can use them as catalysts to grow. Okay, we can use them catalysts to grow. So when the other stuff comes along, and we go, well, that wasn't that big a deal as that other thing, and it could be something twice as bad, but because you've gained the tools and because you've done the work with the smaller things, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. This is how we build our tools. So the next thing comes along, you're like, whatever, yeah, okay, yeah, bit of stress, but nah, good. Okay, so yeah, you'll get through this, but of course you could get through it. Oh, man, the High Priestess harness that mystic power. That's the universe. That's not the universe. That's me. That's me saying, man, you got this if you want it. Okay, you got this if you want it. Okay, but just try not to focus and hold that positive space, and be aware of what's coming in your mind and your emotions. Okay, and get that game on. Get that game on, and you'll get through it. Big learning curve, but this is what we're here for. So I hope that's assisted you, gorgeous.
Brother, thank you. So true, so true. Diana, hi Trace. I can feel your heart pulling one way. So obviously it's an emotional turmoil of some sort. So honey, we're going to do a quickie. I want you to close your eyes right now, and you know what I'm going to do because we've worked together long enough. You're going to draw energy up out of your mind, and we're going to shove it down into your heart and rebalance that, and then we're going to ground it. So what it is that I agree with Book, you're running away with some ideas or thoughts of how you want a result from something, but it's just you're going a little bit too far in the mind searching for that result. And as I've explained to many people that when you get into this place, and we're all guilty of it, no one's exempt from this struggle, we have to learn to get out of here and drop back into here. Because the heart don't lie all the time, you know what I mean? Only the mind, when it comes into the heart, will create that illusion and lie to you a little bit. So take a little breath, darling, hand on heart. Nice and slow. I want you to put your hand on there and focus on that heart. Sort of bring that heart up out of its inverted sideways just slightly. I'll lift that up a little bit. And then as you breathe in again, I want you to hand on heart. I want you to breathe that energy up through, out the top of your head and blow it up. So take a nice breath in. I'll go with you and breathe it up from the heart, push it up above your head. Up she goes. And breathe normal. And take another breath into the heart. Lots of love, and then we're going to send it down into Gaia. So breathe into your heart. And breathe it down the body, all the way down the legs into the ground. Little resistance. Keep breathing. Do it again into the heart, down into the ground. Now, any time that you feel that you're running away with your head, I want you to do that. Now, it takes a few seconds. And what you're doing is you're getting yourself out of your mind, which is little monkey mind that's running away with you and telling you things that probably sometimes aren't even so or just or true. It's just emotions. And you're going to push that up out, send it away, and then you're going to bring it down and shove it down into the ground. And every time you do that, you're going to release endorphins in the brain. You're going to give yourself a happy feeling. You're going to rebalance that chakra because you're sending in love and release, and then you're putting it down through the body, which is going to ground you. And it'll give you, every time you do that breathing, Diana, as you know, it'll give you a sense of, so you get hot, but it gives you a sense of calm, because you're working with the chemicals of the mind as well, not just breath work and energy. And every time you do that, that's going to help you a little. So it doesn't matter how bad a day you have, doesn't matter if you're really can't get it together, that your emotions are driving you mad, just do that. I don't care if you do it 1,000 times a day, and rebalance those chakras with that breathing, and keep that heart centered and stay in that heart space. So again, every time that you feel you're struggling, because I've got very similar to what Brooke got, that you're trying to make sense of things, but they're saying today's not the day you need to know why or need to be resistant towards those thoughts and trying to figure out what it is. Today is a day of just clearing the mind. They said you need a little while to do this, and then you can come back into the problem and have another look at it. It's going to adjust how you see it, and that will give you a better answer. So keep doing that and keep working with that. They're still working, and I can feel you see I'm still hot, so the energy's still flowing. I'll keep sending while we're talking. And use that as a tool, and you can use it with yourself, you can use it with your environment, send it through your house if you need to. Anything that's coming in that is bothering you that may not even be yours, just to clear it out and allow your breathing space and time to think clearly. That's what you need today. They're really clear on today is not the day that you need to know everything. You just do accept where you're at, accept the breathing, accept the flow of that energy, stay in your heart, and try not to let the mind trip you up too much. Alrighty, so I totally agree with everything that Brooke said. And then you're going to be fine. It's almost like this is a little hurdle that just needed to be cleared. And from then you'll find that dis-ease inside of you will settle, and you'll find a little bit of happiness and peace will come from that. And then there's a solution in the future there for you, something you're going to reach for that'll make you feel better about everything that you're doing, about yourself, about your life, about your family, everything. It's just going to give you a sense of understanding and accepting what's going on there. So keep using that anytime that you struggle, no matter what. All right, bring that in and do that again, or message me and we can do it together. I'll send you a quickie. So that's it. You just need the peace. That's all it is. I totally agree. Just the peace. Yeah, it's not.
I find it.
Go on, Bucky. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I find that too. Is when we try to work things out too much. Is if we just focus on the peace and not feeding the negativity in our mind and create that clear space, it'll drop in when it's ready to drop in.
And you'll find it'll be quicker if you allow that. It will, that solution, or it doesn't even have to be an answer or a solution. It's just the fact that you feel better about the situation that will come in quicker. So that's a tool that you need to keep focusing on, Diana. Just keep using that, keep allowing that inside of you so that you can clear out what's going on everywhere in your aura, inside that body of yours, and use it for each chakra to clear out your chakras and bring them into alignment, because they're dropping a little. And all it is too, I think some of that is a bit of exhaustion. So whatever it is playing on your physical as well. So it's making you just a little bit tired. And that, when you're tired too, that'll get the old mind a bit wonky. You can't think straight, you know what I mean? So you run like trying to figure everything out in a hurry, and it doesn't work. So the more you do this, the more the peace that comes in, and the more the clarity will come, and you'll feel better. So that's very important for you right now. All righty.
And I did pull a couple of extra cards to the side, and they basically said what Ramtha said is you need to get like creating that space, like with the exercises and that you have to implement like a game plan. You know what I mean? You have to get proactive. And when it comes in, go, okay, wait a sec. I've got to center. I've got to stop. I've got to focus. And you've got to get that game plan and put that into action. And that's how to get around it.
That's right. And accept you'll have times that you might not be able to do that, Diana. See, this is the thing. People reach for too much perfection. Understand you're a human being with emotions and God knows what else. And sometimes it's yours and sometimes it's not yours. So the times that you might lose a little bit or you might not understand something, you do get carried away. That's okay as well. But the more you practice this, the more that you bless yourself with understanding of how to deal with this and how to live with it and how to create peace with it. The more you accept that peace, the less likely it will stay as long as it normally does. So rather than it being a month of hell and chaos, it might be 24 hours or 48 hours. So by learning this, you eventually clear the chaos out of you, out of your fields, out of your mind, out of your energy. And then you start to realize that you can deal with your stuff easier and quicker. You don't have to stay there. So you've got a choice. You don't have to stay in the insanity and chaos. It's a choice you have. So you find another way. And then it doesn't make always what's going on outside there change, but there are times that it can. It will come in and it'll shift that whole problem. And the people that are connected to it, the situation will change. Things can happen that you don't realize are possible. So it is very powerful. All righty, darling. Love you heaps. Thank you.
You know, those bad days I call garlic bread and cheesecake days.
Yes, he does. I can vouch for that because he sends me bloody photos of cheesecake and I tell him to get stuffed. It's not fair. I can't get any. So Yeah, it's usually pizza. No, I don't eat pizza very often. It's usually muffin or it's always a what can I have day that isn't lettuce leaves. It's always a blessing of something sugary. So you're welcome, mate. You're welcome. I've sent you as much as I could for now, Diana, on a live because we don't have much time. So you just keep working with that, alrighty? That's your key today, and that will help you immensely, trust me. Alrighty, lovely. Julie, you are nexty wexty.
Hello, Canada.
Canadian shout out. Hello, Canada. How is you? Love Canada. Oh my God. If there's anywhere I've been to Tasmania 3 times. I love Tasmania. I would live there if it wasn't so damn cold. One of the most beautiful places in the world. Because I'm from New Zealand, so it's very, very almost identical. But Canada, oh dear God, I think my heart has been drawn to Canada all my life. I'll never get there, but
Aussie mates say, I thought I'd love to go guitar shopping in America, and they said if you're going that way, go to Canada, man. You love
exactly.
Canada.
There's something about that country. It vibrates something. I don't know what it is. Never looked, but it's so familiar. It's bizarre. Go in
their
summer. In their summer, yeah, but even their summer would be like, oh God, no, I'm not going there. Too cold.
Well, at least it's not. At least it's not snow and sludge.
No, exactly. That is true. Okay, thanks, July. No Pacific question. Okie dokie. Yeah, apparently Canadians are really lovely. I don't know if all Canadians, but it seems to be a theme.
Yeah, not the ones in charge.
No, not the ones. We won't go there. Not the ones in charge. Not the ones that are building the cities that we won't talk about openly on here and get shut down.
I've tried. I haven't been shut down yet.
Disgusting. Anyway, thank you. Sorry, July. We do get off track. We're like kids. Hey, Sabrina, how are you? Okay, July. July, I'm getting some doors here that need to shut a little. Something that's going on. I don't know if it's in your world or just outside and coming in, so it's interference. There's something here that has made you feel like a loneliness or a despair somewhere. And it's part of your spiritual journey as well. So I'm wondering if part of the inner isolation that you're feeling is part of your shifting into some piece of you that you know you've got to develop and you've got to challenge a little and shut down a few things and release those. But there's a few things here to do with your spiritual journey or knowing that you're nearly ready to activate and nearly ready to face. So there's a piece of you that's been, it's like an old energy, an old feminine energy here, like an oracle-y energy that's calling for you. It could be your higher self or something like that, or it could be just part of your oversoul group. But they're telling you it's time for you, July, to buckle down a little bit and start to learn a little bit more about yourself, self-discovery, figure out what it is you want to do, especially next year. What sort of piece or part of you do you think's ready to be let go of so that she can step up and shine a little bit and find a sense of who she truly is, like an inner knowing and a love of herself. There's just that little piece of isolation or something missing in there that's created a feeling or a situation in your life that's made you realize that you can't be there anymore, don't want to be there anymore. So you're going through some sort of shift or change. Okay, Sabrina, thank you. Yeah, go, Brookie.
Oh, July. Cut cords. Okay, there's man. I'm getting a pull. I'm getting a pull from the front and the bottom of the heart. I'm getting I'm getting
definitely
a big pull.
Something in there.
There's something there, but the cards surrounding
not just this lifetime. Not just this lifetime. I think it's been a couple more come on top of her. Oh,
there's some gold to be shown, because it's almost like, we go through these situations and it's because we're meant to be shown something. We can step into the victim and like, oh, this sucks and it hurts, and we can go that way, or we can go, okay, how did I get myself into this? What did I miss? What did I ignore? What was I doing? Because I've got the cards around it that are all saying, look, it's there to be revealed, and it's there to come back into balance. But it's there for you. It's for you to see. So we don't go through these situations again, because sometimes we go through these hard situations, and it's just the wheel of fortune sort of playing out on the karmic wheel, and we can go, woe is me, or we can go, okay, what did I do? What did I happen? What did I have control over? What choices did I make? I'm just getting that there's something there to see now. We can focus on from the victim side, or like this happened to me and it's not fair, and it sucks, and it's regardless of what the other person did or the involvement, life, death, all this stuff that we go through. But at the same time, as if we can take that step back and we can just disassociate ourselves just a little, just to see, okay, what did I bring to the table? And sometimes it's not what you think.
No, it's not.
Something it's not what you think. It could be to show you something about yourself that can relate to something else. But sometimes we go through these things, and if we do go looking for the gold, this is the stuff that helps us grow. This is the stuff that helps us bring in that energy, because you're made for more. Okay,
I feel like she's right on the cusp of that. Like it's right there. If she just reach for it, let go of whatever this is, release it and accept it, and then reach for this new. Like it's
just waiting to come. This is this negative could, what you experience is negative, or that's just stirring and pulling you at the moment. From my end, it's looking like a real positive, like like a clearing, almost like a burning out of the fire, to bring you into balance. Okay, because the first card I've got for you is the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Okay, so this is talking about moving forward and knowing that you're made for more. Okay, and sometimes we get caught up in this stuff, and when we don't see what it's about, it can just eat away. It can just cause us frustration. But that's when we've just sort of got to almost have a look at it or detach from it, and because when we create that space, that's when the answers drop in. But at the moment, is whatever is happening is the thing is it's getting you guarded shields up. Okay, and we don't want to put our shields up, because when we put our shields up, we build walls, we build strengths, we build comfort zones around us. Okay, and that just causes huge resistance to you moving forward, and you're totally meant to be moving forward right now. Okay, so time to look beyond the current situation. Okay, and I'm getting, because what you're going through at the moment, it's not what it's about on face value. Okay, there's a bigger picture here. There's something else to see. Okay, at the moment you're holding on to the story. You're holding on to the emotions, the attachments to the emotions and all that sort of stuff, which is what we do. Okay, but we've got to almost separate ourselves from that, because when we can clear ourselves, then we can start to see the whole perspective when we start to separate. And then when we see the whole perspective, that's when we start to see things for what they are. Okay, when we can see things for what they are, that's when we can gain that understanding, that knowledge, that wisdom in the situation, and then we can, still might hurt a little bit, but then we can move past it and go, okay, I understand now. Let's try not to do that again. Or, but at the same time, do not overanalyze what's going on. Do not sit there feeding it. Do not sit there thinking, feeding the thoughts. Okay, it's really time to get grounded and get out of your head about it. Because I say, when you create that space and you step back from it, you'll be doing something else one day. You'll be doing the dishes, and then you're not thinking about it, and then boom, 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 the whole scenario will drop in, and you'll be like, oh shit, never thought of that. Because that's what we do. We try to think, we try to force things to happen, and we're not here to force things to happen. We're there to create a clear space and just wait for it to drop in. We're human. We do things the hard way.
Oh,
I don't know why.
What?
Okay.
I'm getting better at that, but oh dear.
Okay, so it's just at the moment it's trying to break all this stuff. Is you're going through this stuff, it's just trying to break some old patterns at the moment. Okay, I got the patterns card. Okay, so just put that intent into creating that clear space. Okay, and try not to feed it, because this is just part of the leveling up for you. This is just part of the growth. Okay, it's just trying to break some old cycles. Okay, that are no longer needed in your life. And when we break things away, sometimes it hurts. Yeah, it hurts. But that's part of it. Certain stuff wants to go kicking and screaming, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's all okay. Okay, I hope that's assisted you.
Thanks, Boogie. July, I have a Pleiadian vibration around you, whether you are Pleiadian or you have a Pleiadian in your team soul group. very strong, and that energy, that Pleiadian energy of self, that's what's calling you forward. They want you to hurry a little bit. They're going, you haven't got time to be worried about other people. They're telling me, and this is not a bad thing. This is just part of, right? They said you're too caring. And there's no such thing as too caring, because we try and be as compassionate and unconditional, as loving as we can without a shoe. Um, but they're saying that you're giving too much of your heart away and not leaving enough for yourself. So that's the isolation, or the little empty space that I'm feeling of you. They're saying that now is the time for you. It really is. You can still be loving, caring, you can still be there for anybody, right? But they're saying pull back a little bit. This is something that you've got to do for yourself right now. You've really got to find that strength inside of you to grow. That Pleiadian energy is very high vibration. They're pure light body energy, and they're sending you that vibration to help you so that you can feel joyful, lifted up, ready to grow. Alrighty. And they're filling up your aura too when I'm talking. You've got to remember that bit. I can see them enlarging and growing and shining and bringing up that aura a little bit, so that you've got a little bit more energy that you can work with, so that'll help you feel a bit stronger in yourself, a little bit more focused, a little bit more understanding of what this is about and how to deal with it and where to go. But they're also saying that you need a growth of faith. Now, the faith is number one, you. It starts with you, how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, what do you believe about you. There's things in there that you will find that you didn't realize were still there, a little bit of residue, things about who you used to be or how people have seen you is not who you are now, right? So you've got to come into this moment now of realizing this is who you are, and it's okay to feel this good about yourself. It's okay to want to grow and become something better, especially on spiritually, but on every level, okay? They want you to outshine a little bit, and that's not egoic. We're allowed to have our ego. It's how we sit inside the ego that is the problem. So inside that ego, it is okay to have some little bit of pride and a little bit of joy, a little bit of feeling fabulous about yourself. Alrighty, they're asking you to build that faith within you. Then they want you to draw upon some of this energy that they're sending you, and they want you to create a beliefs of what is out there, what you are capable of, what you are connected to energetically and otherwise. So it's like, believe that anything is possible. Believe that this is all real. Trust me, honey, I'm a realist. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think it was. It's taken me a long time to get to there as well. But in that inner standing, not outside, inner understanding of myself, I too have realized that the way it's going to come, I can be as gifted as hell, but if I don't have joy and I don't have belief within myself and externally of what I believe in and what I know, that joy is missing. It's a chore, it's hard. And I just get a few walls there that need to be broken down in order for you to believe in yourself, okay? They're still talking about stepping back from something. So whether that's people in your life, group, acquaintances, some friends, or just that piece of you that they're talking about, that loneliness, they're saying it's time to step out and away from some of the things that have held you here. I just feel like you've been held somewhere, even with other people's beliefs of you, or their beliefs are a little bit restrictive for you. They're kind of holding you in a basket of this is how you are or you should be right now, what you should believe. And you're like, no, I want to go further. I need to know more. Your higher self is, I want to know more. I haven't got time to stay with that type of thing. I need to know there's more of me. I need to know that I can rely on that. So this is your time of building those stepping stones to finding you, alrighty? But there's telling me about that Pleiadian energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are Pleiadian, to draw on that vibration. It's very high, it's always joyful, and it's full of a lot of knowledge and light body energy. Draw upon that, bring that into your heart, send light into your heart, believe in yourself and love yourself. And then they said, once you get to there, and you can find, and if you find 10% of it, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be all gloriously perfect. It doesn't have to happen tomorrow, because it could be a lifetime thing that you're going to develop. But sooner the better for you, so that you feel better about yourself. And once you activate that, then they said the doorways and the things you're asking for, they're going to come from above for your connection, and your gifts will enter in. So it's opening the doorway of the heart, because that's where everything exists and that's where you are, including the connection we're talking about comes from the heart. There's doorways in there as we open those, we reach our connection, right? Especially to the consciousness itself. the unity consciousness. So keep working hard. Lots of inner talking to yourself, not like I'm not religious, but like a prayer or a mantra or something. You need to speak to your inside self, your heart, a lot. Tell it that it's safe. Tell it that it's okay. Tell it that you've got this and you're going to make the best effort you can to build that bridge that so you can find that peace that I'm talking about. It's right there. It's right on the surface, like it's almost ready to burst open. And from that, you're going to find that there's a happiness that you've not had before. And the happiness is going to be you, your team, your higher self, and the connection that you're searching for. Alrighty. So if there's a lot there, yeah, love is a strong word. Exactly. Love is the biggest, the most strongest vibrational word that you can create within you, because that's what it is. Everything out there, doesn't matter if it's a source or a being or a cosmos or whatever it is. There's plenty of things out there. But the bottom line is it's love. So we are created from love, and that's what we're returning home to, is the love. Love within us and love within where we came from. So work really hard at that. Learn to sit with yourself quietly, like you saw me do, Diana. If you're watching that, breathing into your heart, talking to your heart. The heart is a living consciousness. It's alive. It's a living being. It's who you truly are. Speak to it. Love it. Be gentle with it. Be kind, and accept the things that you cannot change right now, and just change what you know you can, what you can handle, what you can sit with and emotionally handle at this time. So if there's little things that come up that you're not sure about, just understand they're meant to come to the surface. They are creating who you are. So you will get little things that you're not sure about. You might get feelings that make you feel a little bit, a bit self-judgment. So I want you to talk to those as well. I want you to tell them any little judgments or sabotages that come up. It's okay. We've got this together. I understand why you feel like that. I'm going to talk to you and we're going to face that together. And then that will shift that on. The more you give it love and the more you talk to it like that, the easier it is, honestly. When you resist, or you get angry, which is okay too, but if you get frustrated with it and you're sick of hearing it, that doesn't help. It keeps you trapped and keeps you stuck. So energetically, you don't move. But they want you to keep moving, July. Keep going, keep going. You've got this. You really have. You will be, this time next year, like next year, you're going to feel a lot different than you do right now. And you'll be really glad that you made this effort. Trust me. All righty. They're almost going, I don't like using the word promise because that's a bit of an expectation, but that almost, we promise we can hear you. We're hearing you. We're hearing what you're asking. They just want you to communicate more and open more to them so they can share more with you. Alrighty. Big shift for you, darling. Big shift. Hang in there. It's not easy. Being a human being is really hard. It's not for the faint-hearted, I keep saying. Hey, Penny, how are you? Hey, Stephanie.
And we don't help.
I want out.
Us as humans, we make it even harder.
Bloody oaks we do. I swear. Don't even get me started. Alrighty, thanks, July. All the best. Let us know. Let us know what happens from this, how you're feeling, because you got a very powerful message from Brookie as well. So there's definitely something there that they're working on your behalf with. Alrighty, that they are very proud of you. Very proud. Your team is very, very proud of you, like big time. They're pushing that. Don't forget to tell her we're very proud. So, alrighty. And let me know what happens. Let me know if a shift comes in, how you feel, if there's something that you experience. I'll be really, really interested to know what that is. It'll be personal for you. So, all right, darling, message me if you remember. Alrighty. Oh, got it. It's you, girl. See Rose. You naughty little sausage. Where are you?
Oh.
See Rose. See Rose. See Rose. Thanks, July. I really want to know that. I think there's something that you're going to discover that you're going, oh my God, is that me? Really? And that is you. Trust me, I'm seeing her. Okay. Shoe time. Shoo, shoo, shoo. I haven't got any shoes today. Can you take an Ugg boot? I've got Ugg boots on. Uggs, 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 Uggs.
I've got 2 odd socks.
Odd socks, odd socks, odd socks. Are they fresh? I hope they're fresh. Fresh as a daisy, I hope. Okay. Well, you get a fresh sock today, see, Rose. How's that?
And they're different, but they're from the same 5-pack, so they're the same shape. They're close enough.
Okay, well, we'll believe you. Typical bloke, hey. Oh, I've got me. Where's my other sock? It's with the socks you had yesterday. Oh, okay. Bloody hell.
I do, man. If I wear work socks in winter, I don't in summer because you sweat in them. Yeah. But in winter, I'll give them a sniff and go, yeah, I can get another day of digging dirt with those.
Who doesn't? I didn't say that, did I? No, I'm a lady. I don't do things like that. Yeah, no, they're right to go tomorrow. Who doesn't? Just people don't like to admit it. I'm a naughty. I'll just say, yeah, no, I do that. Don't face me. PU. I say that all the time. PU. I heard that. I didn't think other people say that. PU. I'll behave.
Chiquita, think positive. Just watch what thoughts you're feeding. Okay, look, things can't be changed. Things are going to play out the way they're going to play out. Okay, but don't make it your burden. Okay, I feel like you're taking there's something that you're weighing yourself down. This will stem from self-judgment. Okay, if you can control it or not. Okay, but there's something that you're taking on board, and you don't need to be taking it on board. It's just these things happen. These things happen through these things. But if we sit there and focus on it, okay, as I was saying in the last few readings, we've got to not feed it energy. When we need to deal with certain things, we sit down and deal with them. But when we're not dealing with them directly, we've got to let them go. Okay. And you know what anyone else goes through in their experience is for them to learn, is for them to experience, is for them to choose. So you know, but okay. Financial burden at the moment. Something in the finance. But look, what is it, a choice? You know, sometimes we don't have to. No, look, I'm getting at the moment, whatever's going on, just let it unfold. Well, it's weird because what I've got in front of me is a choice that needs to be made, and this could be coming up, but it feels like you want to sit on the fence. You're inactive on a choice at the moment. Okay. But what is weird is I've got the first card I've got for you is the Traveler's card, moving in a different direction. Okay. Okay, moving in a different direction. So this is something coming up that you usually wouldn't want to deal with. You're just like, yeah, whatever, push it aside. Okay. But it's something that you need to embrace. It's there's something coming up that you need to make the choice. You need to stand strong. Okay, this is going to be moving you out of comfort zone. But it's something that you have to go, okay, look, I can't control the situation, but what can I do? What can I do from where I am? Okay, because your natural thing is going to be like, don't want to know about it, don't want to think about it, don't want to deal with it. Look, couldn't be stuff. Not my problem. Okay, but there's something here that you need to take action on. And it just seems like there's going to be a lot of resistance. So I don't know if this is coming up, but there's something coming up that you're going to like you're going to want to control it. You want to go, nah, it's going to do this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay. But it's almost like a lesson or an experience or whatever, but it almost feels like that you're going to have to do what you can from your part. You're going to have to do all that you can that is available for you to do, but you're going to have to let go of the outcome, because things are going to happen the way they're going to happen. They're not going to pan out the way you want. They're going to pan out fine. This is it almost looks like, the universe does us to this. It says, okay, look, I want you to work hard at this, and this, and get on top of it. And we get on top of it, and then it still turns to shit. And then they were like, hey, man, I did everything you said, and it didn't work out. And it's like the universe is saying, I'm not talking about that. I'm just seeing if you're paying attention, because this is just sort of setting us up for things in the future. But, we have to do all that we can. We have to work the hardest we can. But at the same time, we have not to be attached to the outcome. Okay. So, look, there's some stuff coming up that you're going to have to jump on. And it looks like you might not feel like it's going to be a huge victory. But this is stuff that this is a learning curve that we go through, so it can set you up for bigger things. Okay, because your main action card I've got is the Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. And when that coming up underneath all these other cards, it's looking like, okay, look, this is one of those divine detours. Okay, where we'd go and look for the gold. So it's preparing us for something else. It's preparing us for bigger things. But at the moment, look, moving forward, start taking better care of yourself. Please get out of the old patterns, the old habits. Okay, there's some things that you've been thinking about changing. There's some things that you've been thinking about doing, whether it be health or around the house. Okay, and you just need to step into those. And there's some things that need addressing, and please get on top of them. What does that say? Because look, there's some things that you want to see. Okay, in yourself. And coming under the take care of your needs inverted, I've got be bold and make the first move card inverted. So that's just saying these things will start to happen and move forward. That self-care is when you take those steps to get that self-care happening. Okay, so please take care of yourself and love yourself. Not too much, but just enough. I hope that's helped.
No, but give it nothing. See, I get nothing. No. Okay, so I had a quick look at your team. At the moment, this is what you have. Now, teams can, as you up level, they will up level. So when you have a Oversoul, I'll get it out, Oversoul group, team, etc., they will, as you learn and as you up level, as you upgrade, as you learn more, you're doing a work and all that jazz, you are actually helping them as well, and they will up level with you. So he's going for a pee, I bet. So you'll have team members and different types coming in and out as you need. You'll have some main that will stay, but then you have a few that will float in and out. So when you've learnt this to a point, or you've learnt whatever this testing time is to a point, and they feel that that's all they can help you with, they migrate out, and then others will make a discussion and come in. So you have Archangel Gabriel around you at this time. So there'll be something there that you need his assistance with. So you can call on him at this moment. He will come and go, of course. They always release, if it's an archangel and things like that, always release them and let them know thank you, and do things like thank you for today, the light me honors the light in you, all that jazz, and then you say I release you. So when you have a conversation with him at the moment, you can do that tonight, and then release him and find out what is it he's here to assist you with. I feel it's here to do with healing something up here, like there's something going on in the mind that you've tried to let go of, but you're not able to. You just don't feel that you have enough strength mentally to handle it and to do that. So he's come in to help guide you through that. I get a Raphael as well, which is a healing energy. But Gabriel, you may be part of the Gabriel collective. Generally, if it's that archangel standing with you, so whether it's a Michael or this or that, quite often you're a part of that collective in some way. So you're part of the Gabriel team. Always call on the highest vibration Gabriel, crystalline, light vibration like jazz, because there's a lot of illusions out there and a lot of ones that are coming in and out that aren't actually who they say they are. So be aware of that. And he said that I will help her mentally. I will help her to adjust her thinking. I will help her to see things clearer. What it is at the moment is that you're finding a way to justify something, but they're saying you mightn't be able to. You might be able to justify that and why or what. So Gabriel is letting you know that let him help you handle some of that. So have a chat with him and ask him to help you to release some of these things. You're allowed to do that. That's what they're for. They'll come in with you. It's all free will. They won't enforce and they won't do it for you, but they can give you the information and the vibrational energy that you need in order to help you to work through something. So they work with you, not for you in that aspect. All right. Then I also get some Arcturian type energy floating in and out. They're in a pair. I quite often do see them in pairs. I feel they're two male and they are here to help you with your abilities and your gifts. So there's something to do with your spiritual side. They're helping you with knowledge. They're helping with your Akashic Records information and helping you to learn how to handle that part of you, especially your mediumship side of it, alrighty? They're telling me that she needs a bit of divine guidance in some of her spiritual abilities. And I think that's because some of it, one, it's a bit overwhelming, and two, you just don't fully understand it enough to handle it the way you'd like to. So they're saying, do your best to navigate through and just use what you need to use and discard the rest for now. So you don't have to be fully awake and fully aware of all of that right now. You just get your physical life sorted out. I'll bugger off. I'll have one later. I forgot to make it. I was going to make one and put it in a sippy cup, but I forgot.
My brother said he was going out for an hour, and he knows I'm live,
Did he?
so he'll bring me. He'll bring
Did
me
you bring
back.
pie?
He'll bring him back a fresh one. No, but he bought another two the other day, and I made him give one away. It's like, dude, stop.
Give one
filling this house full
away.
of
No, we
pie.
don't give them away.
Plus,
Okay,
I run
and
out.
also, sorry, go on.
I run out of coconut cream anyway, so it's like, get it out of here.
Yum! I love coconut milk. Okay, and the other one is the female Lyran that's present. I can see her now. She has a connection to Arabic energy, which I don't know how that works. I didn't know Lyrans do that, but there's an Arabic energy around you as well. Not as in Arabs, but as in like some of that Christ energy stuff to do with, as in tribe of Judah, all that jazz. There's something to do with the Yahshua energy there with you. I think she's trying to show me, because she's come in, she's not Arabic, but she's come in and shown me some bits and pieces to do with that belief system. So you are a part of that somewhere as well. So some of your abilities are do with channeling the Christ energy, the Yahshua, alrighty? But they're saying she's saying, sorry, she's got a name too. Hang on. L-E, it's like a Leslie, something like that, but it's Les something. Leslie, as in Leslei. It's unusual. Lyran. And she's just talking about that it's time to release some of the things that you've held dear to your heart. So if there's any beliefs of yourself, beliefs of others that you've held really close to your heart because it's made you feel safe and helped you to handle your anxieties, she's asking that you let that go into peace, into light. She said that you don't have to handle everything your way. You don't have to have control of everything. Did you say that? Did you say anything like that? I think you might have. Let go? Did you tell her about letting go?
When I went, I might have, but when I went away from the screen, I got that, Chiquita, to look at people that are pissing you off or that you're ticked off with at the moment, because this is you need to look at this to show you where your self-judgment is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the resistance.
The self-judgment is coming in to be looked at.
Yeah. And are you comparing yourself to other people, Sarah? I've got a feeling that's what it might be. And I think too, her ethics and her morals are seeing things that she doesn't like. So she's seeing behaviors in other type of empaths that she's not happy about. So you've got to learn that it's okay to have that occasion. We all do. But you know what that will do for you, Sea Rose? Instead of allowing it to make you feel like that, which is the resistance, eventually see that they're the teachers. They're the ones that will teach you behavior, what path not to go down, what road not to take, and things like that. They can be a mirror to show you if there's any resistance inside of you. Are you feeling that way about yourself? And I agree with what Brooke said. So let it bypass. As I've said many times, we can't control everything. Alrighty, we're not really supposed to. You can't control the path of others. You can't worry about how others see things. Even if it does, it'll give you the shits. And trust me, it gives me the shits too. But I don't let it come in too far where I allow it to control my path. So I can be human and annoyed, but I can't allow it to come in and control my direction of how I see it, how I feel about myself, how I see it should be done. So you got to release some of that. And some of that is restriction is what you asked about your mediumship. That is some of the resistance that's in the mediumship. Some of it is you're trying to over control who you believe you're supposed to be and how you should do it. So don't compare yourself to nobody. Don't compare yourself. Don't even let yourself say this is how I should be. Don't compare yourself to you. Change that. Find another way. So when it comes into your mediumship, there's not actually a block there. It's just how you think you're supposed to do it. You may have tools. Stephanie will help you. She's an incredible medium. Message Stephanie Laurie. What can happen is that we feel that we should do our mediumship a certain way or we should do our work a certain way, but everyone is different on how they apply or how they learn their abilities, all right? So there's times where you may do things completely different to someone else, but that works for you. So don't hold on to that control about you feel that your mediumship's not enough or not happening. There actually isn't a block. I can see you're fine. It's just there's resistance in how you feel you should do it. Alrighty. So step back from that, let it go, start again. Go into breathing, breathe into your mediumship, breathe into your gifts, and ask, how should I do this? How do you want me to communicate? How do I feel here? Go and have a little chat to your inside self and to your team. And that information, the answer will come from inside of you. No one can really tell you how to do it. They can only guide and say, well, I did it this way and this is what worked for me. But deep down, when we develop our abilities, we have to look internally of how we wish to learn or apply our way of doing it. And then that gives us a sense of knowing. It gives us a sense of peace with our abilities. We don't feel that resistance of what we should be like. You know what I mean? There's some of that there with you. So come and see me if you want to. We can have a chat for a few minutes or whatever, 10 minutes. I think maybe you need to be guided and shown that you don't have a problem there. It's like a confidence thing or you do know. I can see, I'm sorry, but your higher self is laughing. She already does know. Your higher self thinks it's not laughing at you, but thinks it's amusing because it's saying, I wish she could see herself as I see her. Because there is no resistance here. It's only her emotional mind, the little monkey mind that's getting in the way and telling her that something's not right when there's no problem. So confidence issue, darling. That's all. Confidence
Not your
issue.
higher self from the 80s. That's a different higher self laughing at you.
Did you have fuzzy wuzzy hair? Everyone had we all had perms and fuzzy wuzzy hair back then. So embarrassing. Never
shoulder
again.
pads.
And shoulder pads. Oh, shit. I remember I had those at one point I had those shoulder pads that come so far past your shoulders that walking through a doorway wasn't really impressive. You know those ones that are out here like boing and stiff as a board? Why we did that, I'll never know.
Oh man, because they were cool in the day, man. They were the rage.
They were awesome in the day, and so was fluoro. Remember all the fluoro everything?
Oh yeah,
bright fluoro colours. Yeah, I had all that. Bright yellows, bright pinks. The flash darts, sockies, and God Almighty,
leg warmers. Yeah.
God. Only times, yeah. Okay, so Stephanie, do it how it works for you. I'll put that up. Sorry, Steph, didn't see it. Don't allow people to tell you you're doing it wrong or working a certain way. It's a load of rubbish. Do you? Spirit will thank you for it. That's exactly right. It will flow easily. That will be your abilities will just flow naturally. Steph's probably one of the best mediums that I know. So message her. Steffi, can she message you and talk to you? Because if anyone will know, it'll be Steffi. She's in the UK. Just be aware of that. And she will explain to you how she works with her mediumship. And she might be able to give you some clues and understandings and help you just to breathe and let go a little. Alrighty. You just need to practice. That's all. You just need to get an opportunity to just chat without any pressure. You really do. Alrighty. So you cut the shoulder pads out, did you? Yeah, Stephanie's UK. So you'll have to message each other, but that's all I agree with Stephanie. All it comes down to is that even if you have a little bit of mediumship and you're trying to develop it, it's to let go and just allow it to be there. Don't go watching too many YouTube and TV mediums and things like that and go, oh, fuck, I can't do that. I'm not as good. Or I don't think I'm getting that much info. Everyone receives their information and mediumship differently. So they'll see things differently. How they come through for you will be different. How you activate that will be different. It's many levels. So come and have a talk to one of us. Stephanie's always awake. You're always awake, Steph. Don't matter, does it? Stephanie will be awake for sure. It's 3 a.m. But sometimes going to someone who's really good like she is can just give you that sense of understanding it and feel confident. She'll explain to you the difficulties and the blessings. You know what I mean? So if you're 3 on the bus, Stephanie, sorry, not sorry.
Whatever happened to John Edwards? Do you remember him?
He's still around. Yeah, he's still around. He has I haven't seen him for so long, years, but he has like a YouTube channel, I think, or other channels, and he has his own
and
pages.
people used to pay thousands of dollars to go to his gigs.
That's exactly right. When you're that good, if you're that bloody good, you know, why not? You get out and help as many people as possible. So
none of my dead relatives are worth spending $1,000 on. No.
Yeah, man, not me neither. Sorry, family, but
that's right.
Nothing there I want to talk to you about that's worth $1,000. Like, where did you put the tea kettle? Where's the kettle? Granddad, where did you put the kettle? About as far as my lot would go. So I'm the only one that's an open empath. Alrighty. Thanks, darling. You know where we are if you need help. Oh, you know Steph. I thought you might. Yes, she is awesome. She is bloody amazing. Sylvia Brown. Yeah, I remember her. A bit rough around the edges, but apparently she's good. I didn't follow her or know her that well, or I've never really seen much of her, but I've heard her name, Sylvia Brown. She's old school though, and she's older than me now.
Although
she's still alive.
I was watching Supernatural the other day, and they were trying to see this entity, so they went to a medium, and it burnt her eyes out.
Oh, did it?
Oh, well,
she should have had her eyes closed then, shouldn't she?
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Never open your eyes, people. Never open your eyes in front of an entity. No.
I'm not saying that will happen, but...
No, not saying that will happen, but it may happen. God knows. Alrighty, Aldo. Brother, are you there? Doris Stokes. Don't know her. Is she old school too, Sue? There was a lot round in those eras. They were like full on. Okay. Hey, Dawn. Welcome. To others, yeah, they do. Yeah, it is. Hey, Lupe. Girlfriend.
Hey, Aldo.
Sorry, inside joke. Yep. Thanks, Aldo. You can go first if you want.
Okay.
I will allow you.
Okay, different cards for Aldo.
Thank you. Dawn wants to know she likes your hair. Sorry, Dawn, I'm being a smartass. How are you doing? Like your hair?
There's not much of it left. It's actually bold on the back and it grows really thick on the sides. So
it's a beauty. Like he really does a great job. Okay.
I used to grow it real long and actually have a tail that went down the back.
Did you? The old rat tail.
Except the only problem is every time you shave it, it gets a bit smaller to the point it was just at the front.
So just like this little whisper. And you can't.
Yeah, there was still a big tail going down the back, but it looked.
Oh, there was.
Weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. But you used to have it higher than that too, didn't you? You've cut it down shorter.
I cut it. Yeah, I keep cutting it down all the time because it still grows.
Sorry, Aldo. You know how it is. Once the Aussies get together, it's just madness. It never ends.
Aldo, how's the love situation going? Is that worrying you at the moment?
Yes, Aldo. How's the love situation going? I'm gonna write some notes, Aldo. This paper would be good. Aldo.
Well, I don't know how to take that. Okay,
Blank.
well, no, look,
I don't think I've ever heard it called that. Blank. Good on you.
it just, everything changes, and the thing that we can get stuck in is when things change is we hold on to things in the past, and then we use those we set them in our mind as a cornerstone for future stuff. Okay, and the problem is when we do that, we start to not see things for what they are. We start to see things for the way we want them to be. But at the moment, look, just trusting that. I'm getting that it's just a time to let go of everything at the moment. Okay, just let go of everything. No expectations, no nothing. Throw it all down. Get into that meditative meditative space. And when I'm talking about that meditative space, I'm not talking about sitting down and putting the music on and meditating. Yeah, we do that. I'm talking about the meditative space in wake as we go through life, doing everything. Okay, which for me is a continual process of catching myself thinking, overthinking, and then pulling myself back to myself, centering myself. And I do this on a daily basis when I go about my business all day long, every day. I go like, oh shit, back to the center. I'm drifting. Okay, so at the moment, look, no matter what's going on, I'm getting a tinkle in the heart, a bit of burden, stuff that you want to be saying. Your sacral and your solar plexus are clogged at the moment, so cart cords, bring that into balance. But what happens is the way we feed our mind, okay, that puts all these energies out. Okay, and we can go by and you come from the heart space and we can be positive and we can, we do what we do as we're moving along. But look, I've got down the bottom of your main pile, I've got it's time to take action inverted. And, with the cards around, they're just like, look, your main action card is inverted. This means you're hanging on to something that says release what no longer serves you. Find your inner energy and balance. And so at the moment, regardless of what's going on, it's all about you just catching yourself and centering yourself and bringing yourself into balance and go, look, I'm feeding these thoughts that I shouldn't be. We'll do it. But like, okay, now I'm embellishing. When we feel something, we go like, I don't feel too well today. But if we go around that day going, hey, look, I don't feel that good. I don't feel that flash. We can acknowledge that. But the more we focus on that, when we go, okay, I'm going to don't care that I feel that way. Okay, when we tell ourselves, I don't care that I feel that way because I'm not my feelings, I just feel them. Okay, this is when we start to recenter ourselves and regain the balance. And I just think at the moment, it's for you. It's about regaining that balance and playing that game, getting onto that game, getting onto those tools where we just keep pulling ourselves back and we keep pulling ourselves into balance. Okay, yeah. Look, the bridge card for your main pile is exchange of energies. This is about where we're putting our energy at the moment. Okay, so it's all about, for you, it's all about noticing where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your focus, where are you putting your thoughts, and pulling yourself out of those and, come back to that foundation. So like all day long, you catch yourself, we go, oh shit, I was thinking about this all day and it was doing my head in. Okay, right? We don't go into as soon as we catch ourselves, okay, because when we do stuff like that, we're in self-judgment. Okay, we're creating more resistance. Okay, as soon as we call ourselves, oh shit, I've been thinking about that. We catch ourselves and we just go, okay, yeah, whatever. It's done, dusted. Yeah, okay, center myself. And we just catch ourselves. It doesn't matter what's going through. If we blow up at something, we stub our toe, we blow up at something, or it doesn't matter. We don't go, oh fuck, I just lost my shit then. No, don't even worry about that sort of crap. Okay, just whatever you do in your day, when you catch yourself fucking drifting, your mind drifting, just pull yourself back. Oh, wait a sec. Okay, I just said to myself. Okay, heart space, breathe in, breathe out, center myself, and just do all that at the moment, because it's about you taking action. It's about you taking that action to regulate your energy and your inner space at the moment. Okay, so this is the meditation that we do that never ends, 24/7. Okay, when we sit down and meditate, that's for other things. When we know how to do it when we sit down and meditate and create that space. But the real meditation is when we're in that meditative space all day, every day. So just when we catch ourselves and pull ourselves back into balance. And at the moment, it's about you exercising those tools to pull yourself in your balance, because we all create our reality. We're all the perfect manifestors. In the moment, what you're manifesting around you, you have more control over than you give yourself onus for. But at the moment, it's where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your focus is where the game's at for you at the moment. Okay, so it's time to understand your emotions. But look, because there's stuff that you want. Now, we want stuff, but when we get too attached to it and how it's going to play out, this just makes our mind go all over the place. And we're like, I've got to remanifest that. I've got to think about this. I've got to do that. Oh, that's not happening over there. And look, the universe, just let go of it. Time to surrender it all. Time to surrender it all. Okay? Because when the emotions come in at the moment, you're starting to latch hold of them and then go into thought about why. At the moment, look, it's about holding that space and just centering yourself. Okay? Not trying to overanalyze anything, just catching yourself at the moment. I feel it's about you catching yourself, bringing yourself back to that center, and just understanding where you're putting your energy. Okay, because your energy's here, then something happens and your energy's there, and then you have times when your energy's good. Okay, this is the 24/7 game, is when you just always catch yourself and bring yourself back to your center. Okay, because what's going to happen and unfold in the unknown. Look, I've got the shaman card inverted, trust in higher forces. This is basically saying, hey, the unknown's the unknown. Okay, let it play out. Let it play out and bring yourself back to the center. So very important to come back to your center at the moment and just catch yourself. Okay, because your first main card was like trust. Trust will all work out. Know the sun will rise in the morning and the moon will set in the evening. Okay, that's your main card. But everything is, it's time for you to take action on your energy, on your focus, on keeping yourself centered, keeping yourself grounded. If you can bring that back and create that foundation, this is the game changer. This is where everything shifts. This is when the synchronicities start to go off tap. This is where it all starts to happen. And then the curveball comes in and it's like, oh, shit. And you're seeing if we're paying attention or not. But that's, nothing tested is nothing proven. So don't worry about it. Keep that centered, exercise that power. It'll happen for you. It'll happen. When? That's up to the universe. But you just bring back your energy to you and just try to get that yourself centered. And that's what this is about. Okay. And look, I've got dreams in the future, but at the moment, this is saying, don't worry about that yet, because that will be on a different level when you get the self-centered. Okay. And focus that as your game plan at the moment. Okay. I hope that's assisted you, brother.
Within a second, just a sec. Brandy, rather than doing that, yes, Brandy, still open for donations. Thank you, Don. All good, list is open. Okay, so I did a bit of work on you, Aldo. They called me in. I love when that happens. Like, in come wherever.
See it? Change the oil.
So he drew me in. Yep, changed the oil. I ran some codes, and they're still running up and down you. So if you need to come and see me, come and see me. Try and figure out a time to get together. And if there's anything you want to ask and want to do, because I've got a feeling there is. So I worked on your heart. I also got solar plexus. Yes, I did solar plexus on my list. So I cleared some of that out. There's still a bit more there that needs to be done. I think there's something there that needs to be adjusted and sorted. So we can do that when you've got time as well. You're just trying to understand yourself right now. So forgive me, Brookie, I wasn't really listening to all that. I was off in another place. So if I'm repeating, let me know if I'm saying something Brooke's already said. But you're just trying to figure yourself out at the moment. So you're in a zone or a void, and that's where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a little alone there with your own thoughts and your own beliefs and your own actions of how you wish to see yourself and what you want to do from here. It's about your spiritual growth. They're saying you're about to take off, but they've just got you into the place at the moment, like a landing spot where they're going to sit you and you're going to learn some things here. Okay, you're going to grow here. You're going to figure out some things that you didn't realize you knew about yourself. And then that's when you open up a little bit more. So don't panic. At the moment is a rest. I call it respite or reset. They're resetting you. They're grounding you. They made me ground you. And they said that because now is the time you've got to really believe that the magic can happen. Alrighty, don't get distracted. Don't let your I think I heard Brooke say that. Don't let your thoughts run away with you. Don't let those distractions in to create something or create within you something you are not. Alrighty, so you've got to stay where you are and stay centered. This is where you're going to really come into your own and a lot of your abilities will shift, alrighty? And they were talking about blue light. So whether that's from Arcturians or something like that, but they're talking about using the indigo blue light, the blue ray, to run through your chakras, just to give you some peace and to clear out a little bit. They don't usually use that a lot, but today for you, they're going into blue ray energy. So you are obviously connected into the blue ray in some sense, alrighty? So you're probably from that dimension, the blue ray, flame, and all that jazz. So they're using that just to clear out, especially your higher centers. They said that they're going to bring some downloads and codes through you, probably right now, more than likely, while we're talking. And they want to adjust you. So there's nothing really major here that's wrong. This is a reset adjustment. So they're resetting, adjusting chakras. They're going through gifts. They're going through downloads. They're going through codes. They're going through your star group. They're going through a bit of everything. They're having a massive conversation because they're getting you ready to up level. So don't be surprised if this happens on Tuesday. I can tell you now that everyone's going to have something happen on the Lion's Gate because that's where the Christ energy and the change in your DNA and everything's going to come in like a rush of water, alrighty? It's going to harmonize and reset everybody. So we're all going to go through that. But you're in the right place now where you're meant to be. You know where you are. You know that you're with the right people and you're doing the right things. And that's all that matters, mate. So keep that heart open. So come and see me. We'll have a chat. Pick a time. I don't know if you've got 15, 20 minutes, whatever it takes. I don't care whether you're an hour. Let's do some resetting. Let's put you back on the path a little bit more. Let's harmonize you, alrighty? You need some assistance with that. Aldo and I do a lot of work together all the time. So, and then see how you feel. So again, it's a reset. There's nothing wrong, all right? So don't think it's something outside of you. It's people, it's a situation, it's a whatever. Or it's an emotion. Yes, there is emotion, solar plexus stuff, but this is a reset for you. This is about you finding yourself right now. So everything that's going on and has gone on is to get you where you here right now. So they've taught you this is what can happen when you get distracted, and this is why you don't allow that to come in and cause too much chaos. So you've had a little lesson of distraction, that's all. And now will be the time that you'll find a better you and you're going to see things clearer than you normally do. Alrighty, so do some breathing, do the pillar of light, keep that active, and then come and see me. We'll have a chat and we'll run through some stuff. Alrighty, there's no problem because they're telling me I've got to upgrade you. Alrighty, so when you're free, let me know. I can't do it tomorrow. Probably won't be till after Lion's Gate, if that's okay. Depends what's happening Monday. Maybe my Monday. I'll let you know. Better leave a note. Call Aldo, and we'll run through some stuff about Monday, maybe even, which is your Sunday. So we'll see how that goes. All good. All righty, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Sue, are you still there? Whose birthday is it? Is it your birthday, Steffi? Yeah, send me a message and we'll work something out. I'm a bit busy on this weekend, that's all. Is your birthday today or was your birthday, Steffi? Because we can sing you happy birthday. Probably badly, but we'll give it a go. You haven't got a happy birthday thingy on in your little secret bag there anywhere? Brooke says you got everything.
I can find something.
Yeah, let's do a happy birthday. Thanks, Sue. Rather than us sing to you, you poor thing, or me, harm your ears. Yesterday. How old are you? Can I ask? 35. I don't know how old you are. Never asked.
He's 35.
You don't ask a lady her age. Except for me, I tell everybody I'm 55. It doesn't faze me. 31. Oh, it's close. Not. I was out for a few years. We'll sing It's Steffi Happy Birthday and embarrass the hell out of you.
I don't know if the volume will
Yeah,
come
you
through.
out of Steph. Blaze zeros.
You can put that up.
Okay. The Beatles' birthday. Can we hear it? Can't hear it. Can you hear it? Good, thanks, Helen. Thank you. Louisiana. My goodness.
I've lost my mouse. Can't hear it.
I can see it. No, I can't hear it. It's a lip reading song. I was going to let my dog out while you're finding
it's a weird dance. Do a party. Yes, we go and do.
Well, the thought was there. Where's the Braille version? I'll do the Braille version. Nothing personal to those who can't hear. Birthday to you.
We do not own the rights to this song.
Happy birthday.
Unless it's 50 years old, you don't need rights.
To you. My mama Louisiana.
Sue, which one of the Beatles do you think's cute?
I liked I was a bit drawn to old What's His Guts because he's a bit spiritual.
John Lennon
Oh,
or
true.
George Harrison?
21. John Lennon more because he was a thinker. I was probably drawn more to the fact that he was open and was aware of so many things even back then. Probably all those bloody hallucinogenics and that they did open his mind wide up. George. Oh, Helen liked George. I didn't mind the Beatles at all. Not that I was a big follower. I'm a bit young for that, but
they actually disrupt the neurons, so you can get past your thinking patterns.
Yeah, it breaks the veil or something. Breaks the human consciousness veil. Yeah, apparently it's incredible.
Yeah, watch out because you start seeing people's inner demons.
You sometimes go, is that all there is? Inner demons? You wonder. My God.
Oh, it's okay. Sometimes, man, I was sitting there and I saw someone's inner demon, and man, I just started laughing at them. I'm going, man, I can see you're in a demon, and they're like, whatever.
I can see you. I see dead people, and not in a good way. Yeah. Oh well, we tried, Steph. We really did. The technical men completely screwed that up. Completely fucked it. Completely stuffed it. Damaged it. Ruined it.
Well, you
got the Braille side of it. And you got the lip reading side of it from me. So better than nothing. But happy birthday, honey. Oh God. When you said
I can hear it on my end.
I put you. I couldn't hear it here. Probably because your earphones are on Bluetooth. Helen, when you said you're from Louisiana, all I could hear was Beyonce's song. My mama Louisiana, you know that? I don't know if you know that song, whatever that one is. Texas, Bama? I don't know now. I can't remember. I'll have to have a look later. You're welcome, honey. The thought was
I don't know
there.
if you're on the list, Helen.
Helen, donation is below the screen, my darling, and we're still open to receive donations if you wish to get a reading. And Thu, we got you. There she is. Sorry, Sue. You know we muck about.
Trust in the unknown. It's going to play out however it's going to play out. Stop worrying about it.
Now I can hear is that song. Mum, was it? The Afro. Maybe Louisiana. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm going to sing that song in my head all afternoon. I love it. You're welcome. Okay.
That's how they get you.
Sue.
That's how they get you.
Now, Sue, Brooke might be able to answer this, or I won't go into personal details. Steffi, is there a time ruling? Is there a universal law or rules to do with passing? So how long? Because eventually, I don't know whether this will happen, Sue, at some stage, but I'm just thinking about it, whether he would be present. Stephanie, how long before you're really allowed to speak to those that have passed? Do they have a time period of rest? Some people say 12 months. Some people say, I've had things come in quicker. Just in case he hovers, Sue, I just want to check. Okay. We're very silly. Oh, don't put Baby Shark up there. Don't do that to me. Christ, it'll be in my head all night. Bad
Baby shark,
zeros.
shark, do, 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 do,
Block,
do.
block, block. I'm going out my page down zeros into my personal page. I'm going to put C. Rose Stevenson blocked, banned. Putting that shit in my head. Normally a year. I wondered if it was.
So
Depends on the style. Okay, thank you.
So look, just look. If you got something to say it. You know, you might get smells. You might get funny things come through just to let you know that he's okay. Okay, but don't go chasing. Okay,
No,
don't go
this is what I was wondering.
chasing.
Don't go chasing.
Because if you go chasing, I mean, you might get a message, but you're going to get, man, look, this is the end
It
result.
might interfere in something.
Is the 4 of Cups, so it's okay. Don't go chasing. But what like I do with like my mum, my dad, is I just have if I want to have a conversation with them, I just have a conversation.
Yeah, that's right. That should be allowed because it's a personal connection, right? So, oh, he's frozen.
Sometimes I don't matter. Just talk to them.
Yeah, frozen.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't want to cross any lines. Even because the thing what can happen is I can feel them, but it doesn't mean I'm supposed to. You know what I mean? That's why I ask. Excuse me.
What does no please read?
Please read. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon. And that's when you know it's the right time. Is that correct, Steph?
So just keep on focusing with the process that you need to go through, that you need to do. Okay, give yourself some space, give yourself some time. Okay, to do what it is that you need to do, to sort through the stuff that you need to do. Don't be too anxious or chasing anything at the moment. Just let it unfold and be present in the moment. Okay, it's really important because you've still got a lot of stuff on your plate, a lot of stuff that you need to do. Okay, so if get a piece of paper and a pen out. Okay, you need to do something, write it down. Don't sit there thinking about everything all day or what you need to do. Okay, don't like I've got so much stuff to organize. Look, get it on have a piece of paper near you where you are. If you're sitting on the lounge in front of the TV or in the kitchen, have a piece of paper and a pen there. Get it out of your head. Don't over analyze it and thinking about it. Okay, because at the moment it feels like that you're just everywhere in your head, all over the place, and there's 1,000 things to do. Okay, this is just going to draw and thin out your energy, thin out your aura. Okay, and then when we thin out our aura, then the more emotions come in, and it makes it harder to deal with.
It's certainly not wrapping cotton wool, Sue. We know that. Sue is a delicate flower, not like myself.
Okay, but look. The thing that I'm getting is really stay out of your head. Okay, your main card is the Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded, and this is about getting outside your head. Okay, and when people need to do all sorts of stuff, we've got all sorts of stuff to do. We can overdo it. Okay, but this is just all the part of the process. Okay, you don't have to put on a brave face. You know, if you want to grab someone and you want to hug them and tear up or this or that, do it. Do it. Okay, it's not about you know, you got these people. It's not about you being strong for everyone else at the moment. It's just you being you and you doing you. Okay, and it's okay. It's okay to give yourself the allowance, to give yourself, like, you know, you might have some time, you might have some moments where you lose your shit at someone that doesn't deserve it just because it's triggered something. Okay, it's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's just what the cards are saying. Then what's the frustration? Sue, I'm getting. Look, I'm getting a frustration card.
Do you not have enough Tim Tams, Sue?
I'm getting a frustration card.
You need to go to the shops and get biscuits.
Mm.
Daughter's having a hard time. There you go.
Okay, I'm just getting the frustration card, and this frustration card is saying, you know, sometimes the answer is right underneath. You know, the frustration card, this one talks about sometimes the answers that we're looking for, or the way to go with deal about stuff, is right underneath our nose, but our nose is obstructing the view, so we can't see something that's right in front of us, which usually means we're coming from certain perspectives. Okay, so it's time to clear. Okay, so look, this means that at the moment that you're you might be trying to be strong for your daughter. Okay, maybe she's having a tough time, but maybe you have to be 100% honest with her and show her the real you, because I've got show the world the real you. This is inverted. Okay, this means it's like you're trying to be strong even though you're not feeling strong. Okay, and your daughter might need to just be brutally honest and real with her. You don't have to be strong for her. It's more important for her to see how you really are. Okay, so that can help her on how to deal with things, and just help her gain perspective. Because it just feels like there's stuff that's being pushed aside at the moment. Okay, but that's okay. Look. All I want to say is look. Don't worry. Just let everything. At the moment, it's just really important that you just let everything unfold and everything unlock how it's meant to happen. Okay, so if you lose your shit, don't worry about it. If you're extra happy, don't worry about it. If you have a good day, a bad day, or there's an incident that happens around with family, don't worry about it. Just it's time for just to unfold and just let things happen. Okay, and just be aware and present at the moment, and things will work out how they are. Okay, but communicate and be 100% honest with your daughter. You don't have to be strong for her. She needs to see the real you, so she can help integrate what she's going through. Okay, because I do believe that you can assist her with what she's going through. Okay, which means you've got to be vulnerable. Okay, which means you've got to open up and be vulnerable, and it's okay. It's okay. You know, you've done the hard yards. You've come a long way. That's okay. It's all okay. Everything's okay. Okay, this could be coming up. Okay, but just things are going to get a bit of hickledy-pickledy, okay, in the future. Just give yourself allowance and don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Just let things play out, okay? Because this could be other people processing, projecting, doing all sorts of stuff, okay? Just be cool and give yourself allowance. There's no right or wrong here. It's all good. I hope this assisted you. I'll get you one more card. Cut from the deck is okay. The Dolphin card. Be playful and have fun. Find your inner child, whatever that means. Okay. I hope that's assisted you.
Sue, girlfriend. Keep getting you're amazing. There's something else going on here. Something that you've been thinking about for a very long time, about who you are, and what you stand for. There's a morality thing here. I don't know why or what this is coming up for. Ethics and morality at the moment are very strong for you about who you're going to become and how you see everything. And I get you actually, you're going to be able to deal with other things just fine. Even to do with, because the daughter's got some struggles. There's a lot there too. There's a lot to do with her changing her mind on things back and forth, but she's just trying to work something out. And I also get something with her career or what she does. Whether there's a change there or she's trying to figure out that's what she wants to do for the rest of her life. So I don't know if she's thinking about it at the moment, but that's coming for her. So tell her some of what she's feeling as an empath is just that there's some changes there in her future that she may have to face. And I think deep down she knows that. She just hasn't discovered that yet. So there's going to be not like it's anything bad. It was just like a little bit of something there that she's going to have to decide in her life at some stage of where she's going to go and what she's going to do from then on. So I don't know if there's a change in the industry or just that she's wanting to do more or do something else. So it's either she's staying in there and advancing or she's going to think of something completely different. So there's a little crossroads coming for her. That's some of what she's feeling. So it's not just what she's going through at the moment, but there's other things that are going to pop up there that her body is reacting to over time. Alrighty, so tell her she's actually picking up some messages that are just making her feel a little bit confused as well. But you're anchored in, you're strong. I get a great big anchor, and I get you actually for the first time in your life, you're going to decide to go and do something you haven't either done for a very long time or wanted to do. So it's like, I don't know if you're going somewhere else from where you live, or you're just going to go visit, or you're just going to, there's a change here. And I know this sounds odd to people, forgive me, but I get Sue becoming larger than life, stronger than she's ever been and things like that. So all this that's happening is part of her transition. It's how it was meant to be, and it's going to be part of who she'll become. It's almost like it's now her time for her to discover herself and to her to go. It's like I don't know if it's just a short trip even. It might be just up the shops, but it's like there's a moving energy, like a travel energy. And sometimes you're going to feel like you're dropped in things. That's going to annoy you a little bit, but you can handle that too. People are sort of expecting you to be a certain way in the next couple of months that you may not even be, but that's fine too, because that's who you are. You are strong. So, but I get there's an opportunity or someone's going to offer or something like that for you to go somewhere. They're going to say, well, why don't you come here for a while? Or why don't you come and see us? Or why don't you, and you'll be thrilled to bits that you can do that. And it's something that your heart and soul needs. And it's like the universe is going, we give you permission to do that. You know what I mean? It's your time to fly a little bit. Just watch it. There is something here to do with, I don't know if it's exhaustion coming or something, whatever it is. I just get a little bit of, not dizzy, but just a little bit lightheaded. Maybe energetically, you might be taking on a bit much from somewhere else. So just be aware of that. Make sure you're eating and doing all that jazz and drinking enough water, all the usual, lots of bickies. But they're saying, I know this sounds really terrible and I don't mean it to, but I just get it's like a celebration. I know it's hard to say that on a live, but I feel for her that what is about to come is a celebration. It really is. It's a celebration of everything. Even though there's loss, I still get a celebration, like a happiness, a joy, and a looking back on life and realizing that everything was how it's supposed to be, and that's okay. And there'll be things, memories and things there that you're going to be quite joyful and celebrate over, even though there were some hardships. I just get full steam ahead. I get someone who's actually okay. I really do. And there's nothing here that there's nothing here that you could do wrong, honestly, Sue, to tell the truth. I do get you will need a time there of isolation, a time alone that will come, whether you want to sit and do some reading or just do something that is really simple and quiet for you, like sitting outside in the sunshine, talking to the birdies. There's going to be a time there that you're going to sit and need to do that, just you alone, no one else input, no one else talking, no one else showing you nothing. You're just going to need some quiet time, I really do, but that's to be expected. There's something else here that we're a little bit worried about to do with receiving. They're saying that you'll handle that fine, that you are going to receive what you need, and everything will be. It's almost everything will work out okay. There's actually nothing here you've got to fight over. You know what I mean? Look, honestly, I just get you've got control of it all. I can't really fault anything. You know what I mean? I really can't. I just can't. 48 years, was it? Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, or maybe there's something there you might do in a couple of weeks for that reason, but you need to be the solid for others, Sue. People expect you to be a certain way at the moment. They don't kind of understand if you're not fully, but that's because you've got to be a rock for other people. Alrighty, your strength and your sense of who you are is so strong. You know who you are without question. You couldn't change that in you. That they're going to rely on that piece of you. So they're going to need you, especially daughter. They're going to need you to lean on. They're going to ask you some questions. They're going to ask you to share some things, and it'll be the right time to do that. Alrighty. There's some things they don't understand that they eventually, I think, will need to. They need to hear it from you and need to be discussed. Nothing major, just little things. And by you guys having a little chat like that and talking about this situation, they will then let go a little bit, and that'll help them with how they're feeling. Alrighty. So there's a mammoth conversation coming of sorts. A good one, but it's just ears things out a little bit. I think people need to understand how you're feeling and why. And you'll have to explain that, and that will give them great joy. You know what I mean? So yeah, you do more than they realize.
Well, that look of confusion on their face.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just like, they're like, well, why not? And she's like, well, because that's who I am. That's your response.
Say, because I said so.
Yeah, because I said so too. You go, because I said so. But it's like, hello, darling. They're like, they're questioning because they don't understand. They don't understand how strong you really are. That's why they feel that it's a funny thing. They feel that you should be leaning on with it when really you're fine and they can lean on you. You know what I mean? So, but gather yourself, put things aside, make a plan eventually in about 3 months or something like that, somewhere around there, because you're going to be guided to go somewhere. Like I said, it might even be a day trip or a visit, but you're guided to go somewhere to see somebody and spend time with them. And it's lively, it's joyful, it's funny, and it's what you need at that time. Alrighty. So once the dust settles, they're indicating that you need to go somewhere. Might even be neighbours, but it's somewhere other than where you are. Alrighty. And you're going there for a reason too. There's something there. There's a place you're going to visit. Maybe it's an old memory that you guys had, or a place you guys used to live, but there's something there that you're going to revisit. And that's going to fill your heart with joy. You know what I mean? So we can see what that is.
I'm getting an old flirter.
It's not an old flirter. Oh God, Sue, no.
Yeah, like someone who said, "Hey, man, I always thought you were." And they're going to just bit of flirting action.
So you're a naughty girl, honestly. It's true. She does understand. Sue is a very highly evolved soul. She's a very old soul. So she has a lot of emotional understanding and a lot of abilities in there that people don't realize. So she delivers those very gently but very matter of fact. And that helps them to unlock and understand more. So she's a bit of a teacher in that way.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's interesting what people expect. It's like, but it's an end of an era. Definitely is an end of an era for you, Sue. There's a bit of forgiveness here too, darling. Alrighty, little forgiveness, both sides. I don't know. There's a big understanding coming of something. It's not complicated, but there's an understanding that's going to come in here that through a discussion, through something, whatever, and that will settle everything. So.
And sometimes I get a weird.
Angry. Is that what it is? Okay, sorry.
Because I get a weird reading like that. Sometimes it's just like people are like, no, I don't feel that way. And
no,
usually
they don't.
What happens is something comes up to do with what they're going through, then it turns into that, and they're like, fuck, okay, let's look for the lesson.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, when we get stuff ripped away or we process stuff, it doesn't always come through happy and like, I understand now. It's like,
no, it can be always, but because she's highly evolved and people understand, it's the only way I can put it. Her consciousness is very mature energetically, right? Not just the person, not the human side. So that makes sense of going, what's this discussion? The kids are a bit angry. They're going to hear something. That's right. Yeah, absolutely. You'll see it quicker. You do.
You won't take as much of it on board. Yeah.
And that's the beauty that she has. She's very lucky she has that. But now I understand with the children what the discussion would be. But during that, because they're angry, but for that discussion, that will give them great relief. So that'll happen in its own time. I cannot tell you exactly. That will come when it's meant to. But that's what's going to help them as well. So there's a resistance. So now that makes sense.
Get on your phone the Baby Shark song. So every time they get angry, you just start, press play. Baby Shark, shark, do do do.
Do 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 do. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Sing along, people.
Can't hear
joyful.
You. Baby Shark.
Baby Shark, do 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 do. Have we annoyed you enough yet? Is that song within you? Can you not get it out of your head? If I've got to have it, and everyone else can have it. All right, love you, Sue. Awesome stuff. Okay, so do you have anything for Pay It Forwards? Do you have anything special that you put up, an announcement? So Cynthia,
I can't do it through.
Oh, okay. Oh, what fucking useless thing then, eh? Useless.
Who's paid it forward?
Cynthia has paid it forward. Your lovely Cynthia.
Has she? Cindy. You can run a number. But
yeah, I might do a number and give someone a chance that way. Is that what you normally do? Because that's what I normally do.
Yeah, it's when I can't be bothered picking someone.
Ooh. I'm going to break this thing one day, you watch, because I pack it into stuff and it's going to get the top broken off it. Okay. So, alrighty, you're welcome. So what we're going to do, thanks to Cynthia. How do you say her surname? Sorry, Cynthia.
Cindy? Punginelli.
I can't say
Punginelli.
Punginelli. I got.
Punginelli.
Like a Kimmy. True Aussie. Punginelli. It's a bit like that. I didn't want to be rude. So thank you to Cynthia. I'll put her name in so that people know who it is. Just give me a second. It is a Pay It Forward donation gift. So what we're going to do, Janella, is that right? I think so. Please tell me if that's wrong.
Unless you wanted to, unless Cindy wanted us to read for Staffy.
No, we'll give it to someone who. No, I'm just
razzing him. I'm just razzing him.
What do you want? So what we'll do, thank you to Cynthia for donating, and what we're doing is we'll do a numbers game. So how many we got?
Cindy.
I'll have to do 1 to 20. Oh, Cindy, I keep forgetting that. We'll pick a number of 1 to 20. Give me a second. Let me think of a number. You want to choose a number? I got one. You got one?
Oh, you got one. Listen.
What's yours?
Just what?
I'll put it in and I'll tell you. You probably go, nah, it wasn't that.
Mine was
524. I always put on Caroline's. Oh, it wasn't far off. Do you want to go with that? We'll go with that.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, when you're saying Cynthia, I'm like, who's Cynthia?
Who the fuck's Cynthia? Cindy. Like, Cindy, darling, Cindy. So it is, I better write that down. I'll forget. Okay, pick a number from 1 to 20. Those of you who haven't had a reading, you'll get a chance to get a free reading. If someone comes through that picks this number that has had one, I ask you again to pay it forward and to choose someone who hasn't. We'll run through and see if there's some names here we can find. So off you go. Pick a number 1 to 20 and you get a free reading. Thanks to Cindy. He won't pay attention. He's shocker. Nope. Sue's doing what I do. Yes, winner is no. Silly sausage. Nope, keep going. Keep a dancer, Maria. And then Stephanie, you'll be after this one, doll. Nate.
Penny, someone already picked 7. Right, yeah, but there's a delay on that.
No, Penny. Oh, yeah, there is a delay. Keep forgetting that. Nope, keep going. Keep a dancer, Maria. Nope.
We can do this all day, people. Aldo, you've had a reading, haven't you?
Nope. Baby shark, do. Oh, forget. Baby shark. Oh, Sue, stop it. All right, Sue. Sue picked it, but Sue's just had her reading, so she's got to pay it forward. So you can pick somebody. So you got a few. You've got a lady called Jackie. Piss off, Sue Rose. Is that your phone number, is it? I'm going to ring you and harass you.
Yeah, but
spoon,
don't pick someone you like. Pick someone that you want. They're going to get homework.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to get homework. So pick
They're
someone.
going to
So
get homework.
there's Jackie, Rukuwai, there's Brandy, Monique. Who else we got? Penny Winnie. Can't read Cindy because she donated. There was a few. Sorry.
Well, we can just go to your number. Just go to your number instead.
Yeah, okay. Well, keep going. Keep choosing numbers.
Keep going.
Keep going then. It's not that one. We've changed our mind.
See what she already had a reading.
We can change the rules. We can change the
That's
rules.
it.
It's my page. Dear Devon. Choose again. Nope. If it does come up, I won't, and it's someone that's had a reading, I won't say. Nope. Nope.
It'll probably be the only time that they don't all pick like the same numbers all the time.
Oh, for sure.
Uh,
Penny Winnie is the winner. Penny Winnie. Number 10 it was. Sorry to those that missed out. Penny. Are you going to get homework, Penny?
You want a call reading,
one off,
or do
Jackie?
you want a sexy card reading?
Oh, give her a sexy card reading. Ooh. We haven't had one of those yet, have we?
What's the glasses?
Sexy card reading for Penny. Might get lucky today, Penny.
Ooh.
I'm going off camera. That's terrible behaviour. Make me blush. Stop it. Okay. She didn't like a villain. Sexy. Yep, I thought she might want sexy, please. There you go. I need a new pen.
Well, Penny, it looks like there's a guy coming in with an offer. Maybe in his 35 to 45. I don't know. 40s maybe. And he's going to be financially stable.
Yes. I mean, isn't that lovely?
And you're going to be like, I don't know. He's not too spiritual. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, but it looks
he
like
did do that well, Sue. He's a hidden sexy beast.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to go into super fussy mode, Penny. So.
Oh no, Penny.
Yeah, you're going to be like, yeah.
She can do that, just not too fussy. As long as he doesn't wear his pants down, you know, down around his knees, and he's a bit weird, anything will do.
Yeah, I know we're going to love everyone for who they are this day and that, but what happened to the old days where the girls would be like, no, you just got to get one and you got to fix them up, like, you know, like an old car.
Oh, we still do that.
Oh, you got to train them.
No, we still do that.
Oh, you still do that?
No, we still train them. We still train them.
Just checking.
That will never change, brother. You know that. Us girls never come in with fully open-hearted without being bossy and controlling.
Okay, look, this new guy coming in for you, Penny. Look, this one that you're going to hum and ha about. He's going to be looking for signs. He's not going to know where he stands with you, so he's going to be hanging around and digging. Okay, could be a friend. But he's not. God, he'd have to be he'd be a Capricorn or a Virgo or something like that, because he's just not going to get a read on you. He's going to be very confused about your intention.
It's really easy, Penny. Just say to him, show me the money. There's your intention. We'll work the love out later.
But look, he's going to, look, on you're going to hum and ha, and
Penny's a Capricorn. So that's a no.
A what? Is it what?
She said, well, I'm a Capricorn, so no. She doesn't want another Capricorn. They're too stubborn. You're stubborn, Penny?
What?
My father's
yeah. So you're going to be, so you're probably going to be the dominant one, and yep. Okay, but look. It looks like he's there just to show you something about your heart. Okay, just to shift your perception on a couple of things and just help you to open your heart again. Okay, so I'm not going to look any deeper into that guy than that, because I don't feel you need to know anything more than that. But it's always good. I mean, I was dating someone a little bit ago. It was showed me some stuff about myself. Made me think. Made me be honest with myself. So that was good. Okay, I better pull you a card, Penny. A sec.
I'm getting the name Gary. Does anyone know a Gary? Why is someone called Gary yelling at me? Penny. You ever had a Gary in your life? Someone's going, Gary. No.
Do you need to get a new pillow or a better pillow, Penny? I'm getting a stiff neck.
I'm not even going to go there. I'm keeping that.
I was a man. Oh, was that you? Because I had a stiff neck, and then suddenly that went to stiff somewhere else, and then I was wondering where that thought came from. Naughty girl, keep it clean, girls. I'm just here for fucking cards. My God,
I don't do things like that. Thank you. You know, Gary, but he's living. Someone's yelling Gary at me. I was wondering why. I don't know.
Well, I got to mow lawn. I should mow lawns for a guy called Gary today.
As in Bazar Collins.
Okay. Penny, what do you need? Okay, there's something you just need to make peace with. Okay, I'm getting there's something holding. There's just something you're holding on to. This could be an ideal thought form, or just a belief about, I'm not exactly happy where I'm at, or there's thousands of things around at the moment, but there's something that you just have to embrace the energy of peace over. Okay, because it's something you need to make peace with. Okay, it can be just letting go of how expectations on something or how you think something should be. Okay, because sometimes we go through the struggles and the same struggles and the same struggles, and we think there's nothing we can do, which is correct. But when we let go of them, we make peace with them. Sometimes some of these pains in the butt, it's almost like the universe holds them there to teach us something. Okay, well, technically, we create that reality until we let go of them, and then they shift. But there's a moment, there's something you just got to make peace with before you just let go. I mean, you're just like, oh no, it's just the way it is, and this. It just seems like there's limitations that you're placing on yourself in areas, and just by letting go of these limitations and your expectations or what you perceive, just by letting go of these, this is going to shift a lot of stuff for you. Okay, and this is going to start a healing process in another area. So just look around. What have you got expectations on? What are your beliefs on how things should be? I mean, I'm always doing it with myself because I'm turning 50 next month, and I've got all these expectations on how I should be or where I should be or what I should be doing, and then I have to just remind myself to let go of all that crap. Okay, because I am where I am. I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, and then as soon as we can do this, and you can start to let go, there's something that just still needs to be shifted. There's ideals or expectations. Okay, time to let go, because what happens is we just create resistance. We create resistance, and we sort of negative manifest. Okay, so it's a time now just to bring love. Just to focus on yourself and bring love is bring love into yourself at the moment. Self-love. Okay. Still younger than you, Chiquita. So watch it. So at the moment, it's time for you to just focus on self-love at the moment. Okay, and really make that your priority. So this is going in and clearing out stuff. Okay, I just really feel it in expectations, because your intuition is pointing you in areas, but just watch out, because I just feel like, when we get into, what happens is when the intuition kicks in and we're not listening to it, it's usually because there's something that we don't want to deal with, or something we don't want to admit to. Okay, because I've got okay, I just got there's something playing on your mind here and there. There'll be little prompts coming in for something, and you'll be pushing it aside because it might be a sensitive issue. But at the same time, it's a time where you do have power to actually dive in deep into this part of yourself and actually start taking prompts to shift it. Okay, so there's something coming up for you, but you don't have to touch it. You can walk past it. It'll come up again at a later date. But at the moment, with the energy of peace around, embrace the energy of peace, which is making peace with stuff. The intuition, this little prompt's coming up with something to deal with. Okay, that's getting pushed aside at the moment. Just be mindful of that. Okay, you don't have to deal with anything you don't want to, but if it comes up and you want to jump in on it and clear it out, okay, because there's a lot of clearing happening around you at the moment, and it's meant to be happening, but it doesn't. The universe is just going to come and clear all of the stuff out for us because there's stuff we can hold on to if we choose to hold on to it. Okay, it's up to us. Yeah. Just watch out for the ego. That when it comes in and then the reasoning and all that sort of shit comes in. That's the ego trying to mimic the intuition and that. Just make sure you tell the difference between that. Okay. But okay, look. There is something around giving you little prompts. Okay. And it's not going to be comfortable. But it just feels like there's something that, if you want to deal with it, it's there to be processed now. Okay, but it's up to you. It's up to you. It's just like, I feel like it's a gentle ask saying, Penny, you want to look at that? It's a good time. It's a good time to be.
Nope. I don't know. I don't hear anything today.
That's the feeling I'm getting.
Just switch off like I do. Just go, no.
Okay.
Thanks, Bookie.
Let's
see if I get anything else. Oh, sorry.
Your last card. That's okay. Your last card is feel loved and be confronted. So that's saying don't put yourself into a big pile of stress about it. That's it. I'm done. I've got a customer ring me.
Okay, no worries. You answer
so
that.
I'm just going to take a phone call.
Yeah, go for it. Penny, why am I picking up? I've never had this before. Why am I picking up your son? Is there something going on there, or something that's coming that will need to be dealt with him to help him, or something? I'm just getting what I'm getting is the problem walking around you, past you. I get you taking notice. I get you giving a little bit of help, doing what's required, and then it walking off, going, and then whoever that is going to figure it out eventually on their own. But there's something there with child. No, I don't know. I never usually get the word son with you, so I just feel that he might need you for something. So whether he's trying to figure something out himself, is he an empath? Wouldn't be surprised, eh? There's something he's not going to be sure about himself, that he's going to require some insight from you. There's something that the two of you also need to talk about or discuss or share. Don't know what this is, whether it's just feelings or memories. Because I just got a feeling that there's something, either it's you or him, only a half truth here. You don't know the full story or don't understand the full story. And there'll be a time where some understanding will have to happen here. And to give him time to process it. So if there's something going on in his life or coming, I don't get any major, just there's a moment here that's popping up. And I'm quite surprised that's come in. Well, not surprised, but figure of speech, Unless it's the other way around and you needing him, needing support or lean on. But there's something here between the two of you that either party, there's going to be a moment that you're going to need one another and give to each other some sort of support, some sort of love and understanding. So whether it is to do with a new relationship and you need a bit of help with that, or you need that support from him, maybe it's a fear or something, but look, for a relationship too, I don't feel you'd accept that straight away, to tell the truth. I think you'd be quite fearful. But there's something to do with another person. And I'm getting son. So there's someone else in your life that you're very close to that trusts you enough to come to you with either an idea or needing some sort of conversation to work something out. Is he married or anything? Got a family? There's like a sadness or a missing something. It's like when you only get to a certain point in your life, you just feel like you need a bit more, either from a relationship or work or just life in general. I feel that there's that there. So either he's going to go through a little shift or a change in his life where he really needs you. And I don't get him failing or anything bad whatsoever. He just needs a little bit of support on something to understand about himself. All right. Single. Yeah, I didn't feel that it was a marriage or anything. I was just asking in case I was wrong. Does he? Okay. Okay, no worries. There's just a minor, like a sadness that's still there somewhere. So unless it's your own, but there's something here that kind of needs support. Just help to get through something, so maybe it's a relationship in the future or something. They just need some help, but there's something here that this person's going to lean on you reasonably heavily. And you're going to stick to your guns on this. So I got a feeling too that whether it's a future relationship or a relationship he's in or something like that, there's something else here. And you've got an inkling here. You're seeing something, or you've got an idea, or you've picked up something that even you're going, okay, he's going to need me in the future for that. So whether it's a relationship or someone he's picked up with you don't like, but there's a little red flaggy thing going on. So just be there for him when it comes through. He won't see it as quick as you. So this is what I'm saying, where you're stepping in just to help him get through, to understand what's happening here and why. You know what I'm getting with him? There's like a hurt or something. So it's a life situation. Little bit of hurt in the psyche, you know what I mean? A little bit of, oh, wish that hadn't happened sort of thing. So it's probably just a life issue, relationship, or someone that is around that he might be drawn to. And he doesn't understand that this person's not like him, doesn't see the world like he does, and is a little bit harsh on him, bit hard on him, bit too bossy or something. I just feel look, can't stop his lesson. He will go through what he needs to go through. So we can't interfere in this at all. But when the time comes, you'll be needed for that. But I just get this somewhere or a choice he's making in his life to do with another that isn't that healthy for him. It's just, you just know that some people he'll learn from that, but it's not quite really a good thing for him. There's something like that there, okay? Did he? With what? Can you message me later and tell me? Someone needs you. Might have just picked up the message, should I? Wait though, whatever this is, Penny, don't jump in straight away. Just wait to see the rest of the equation or the situation, and then you can put your 2 bits in. You can help. Alrighty. Let me know. Let me know what that will be. Might be his dad, is it? Yeah. There's a little hurt there or something that will come up. You know what I mean? That you'll have to deal with. So no. Sorry about that. I was hoping something a bit more nicer, but it's important enough for me to see that and go, no, this person's going to need you. Because you're the stronger, you're the one who sees more. That's all. You understand a bit more than he does, and that's where you're valuable. And your heart's in it. So he needs that love. There's something there he's going to need love for. You know what I mean? So no worries. Thanks, darling. Hey, Hawker's Eye, everybody. How are you? Thanks for coming in. You missed out on a freebie, brother. Could have had a freebie. Never mind. Too late. All right, Stephanie. You are next, my darling. Steph. Very close. But this one's very much like you, though, right? Soft, really soft inside. Lurking. Well, at least lurking, you poor thing. God knows it's probably 4 o'clock by now. All right, Stephanie. So if anybody else would like a reading, it is donational. It says down the bottom, 22 for 2 readers. You're more than welcome to donate. You have time. But at the moment, Stephanie is next. Petra, how are you? Yes, you can, darling. Donation of $22 for 2 readers. You are more than welcome. PayPal link is up the top there somewhere. Oldest is your shadow, is it? Yeah, the one that you're closest to, the one that's like you. They've got a very soft heart too. All right, sorry, Steph. Stefani. We'll just wait for Nana to come. And Nana always pops in.
Oh, okay.
No, you're right. You go. Go.
Oh, I'm sorry, Penny. The guy that came in was the Knight of Pentacles, so like, man, he's probably
What's
got
that?
some. Well,
Dough raise.
Yeah, he's got the. He's got the.
Bit of dough. He might take you out for din-dins.
See if you like him better on a full stomach. You never know.
She is ace with a kettle. She's kettle mad, that woman, I swear, Stephanie. She got an addiction to kettles. Okay.
What do you mean? Who's got an addiction to kettles?
Oh, Stephanie's Nana, who's passed on the other side. She always comes in for Stephanie, and she likes to play with kettles, turn kettles off and on in the house. She's a shocker. I think she thinks it's funny.
Coffee time.
Thinks it's funny. Just private message, Monique. That's all you got to do through Facebook Messenger. If they want to reach you, Brookie, do they go through Messenger or
Yeah, just
website?
Messenger's easy. Yeah, Messenger will do.
So yeah, Messenger for either of us, Monique. That's all you got to do. There you go, honey. Go and have a good time. Doesn't matter the outcome. Just enjoy it. Goodness. Okay, Stephanie.
Stephanie, cord cutting. Just clear your field again. Clear your energy again. There's a lot of pull. There's a lot of pull on the. I'm getting a lot of pull at the solar plexus, bottom of the heart. Okay, just some residue hanging around from someone. At the moment, be aware of the stories that you're connecting to and what's going on around you, Stephanie. There's something there that the perception they want, you need to shift your perception on. Okay, this would be talking about something that, yeah, we go through so much stuff and we get attached to the, this happened to me or that happened to me, the story and all that. And there's something that I got the Air Guardian inverted, shift your perception, and that comes in inverted, which means there's something that you just like, no, it's this way. Okay, and at the bottom is the eagle, see things from a higher perspective, and when those two cards come out like that, it's like, okay, we're attached to an outcome, or we're attached. Usually our identity, our ego's attached, is hijacked the perception instead of our higher self over the situation, and we just, being human, it happens. Okay, but at the moment, so this will be unbalancing your energy. Okay, so which is great, because so just look for the imbalance, look for what's ticking you off at the moment. What you're going through, okay. There's an imbalance to see. This is positively showing you something that that just needs to be addressed. It's just straight there. We just look for the resistance, because there's still a bit of where the resistance is coming in is because there's still a bit of judgment. Okay, which is brilliant. Judgment is good, because when we're in judging other people, it's showing us where we're self-judging, and the self-judging is what we really need to get. We need to get around. Okay, it's like one of the biggest anchors. So look for the resistance. Look for where you're pissed off. Look for what's stressing you. Look for what you don't want to deal with, and it'll be right there. It'll be right there for the taking, because it is all about growth at the moment. Okay, because your main action card is the wise one, grow within current situation, and that comes up. So we can take it as a positive and a negative. But, look, regardless of what we go through, okay, whatever happens, if everything happens for a reason, or you can say everything doesn't happen for a reason, it doesn't matter. That's what matters is it's happened. And some things we need to make peace with. But this, the reason this needs to shift and you need to bring back that balance and make peace with it for the higher perspective is because the imbalance is coming because it needs to be coming from a place of love. Okay. So this is showing you the resistance, and it just wants to come back into that heart space. Why do we come into that heart space? The thing is, when we come to the heart space is because to come into that heart space, it almost forces us to come out of judgment. Okay, and when we have judgment, we still have self-judgment, and it's all about getting out of that self-judgment because that's just a low vibration that piles upon us. Okay, so there's something to see there that you need to see. Well, Spirit's trying to tell you. And see, when you can shift this in yourself, there's going to be a big shift. Okay, there's going to be a big realization if you choose to deal with this. It's going to be a big shift and level up, because sometimes some of these things, when we can really grasp and make peace with things, and we walk into these and we actually do the work to let go of these things, it shows us so many more areas of our life that we can do the same thing with. And then by just dealing with and really going within and making peace with something and dislodging something, we go, wait a second, there's another 10 things that I can dislodge that are the same, and they fall away. And this is when we get the growth spurts. This is when we get the big stuff, because this is, be careful what you ask for, because whatever's going on at the moment, it is coming. I'm going to say it's lessons, because I've got the great teach and learn from your spiritual experiences. So this is coming in for your growth at the moment. Something's coming in for your growth. And it's meant to be hard. Growing pains. Okay? We get them. Okay? This is what it's here for. Some, like a newbie would get a reading like this and go, oh, dear God, what do I got to go through now? And I'm looking at these going, wow. Opportunity. Okay? But it's time to take action. You can play this one out and just go the way you'd normally go about it. Okay, that's on the cards too. It can just play out, just let it unfold, and it'll just go normal. But the problem is all these great cards at the end, they're all inverted. So it's not going to happen by itself. Okay? You're the creator, you're the manifester. What do you want to do with it? Okay, there's a big opportunity here. There's a big opportunity, but it will, if nothing is done, nothing will get done. It'll go around again on the wheel. Okay, but then again, what's around? Why it's felt like it needs to be said is coming up for you at the moment, mate. Get it happening, and then there'll be a big shift. Okay, a big level. Okay, because grow within your current situation. What's shadowing that card is believe in the impossible, but that's inverted. Okay, so shift your perception. This is like telling you to let go and get your big manifest on. Come from that heart space, big picture, shift your perception, and watch the impossible happen. Could even be a miracle, which is the universe's way of saying things don't happen the way you think they happen always. I hope that's assisted you, Stephanie.
Yeah, okay, Steph. They said just, you do need to keep but they're just saying just step back a bit. I'm getting very similar when writing notes. Just step back a bit and allow that justice to happen. Because I saw a tip in the scales in favour for you a bit. Alrighty, there'll be things that are going to be said here that will justify a few things in your life and give you the I thought so kind of result. Alrighty, but there is change coming, and then all of a sudden it's abruptly finished. So it's like chaos, dust everywhere, and then it's done. So this has to, I agree with Brookie, it has to go through this way in order for that to happen, so that the end result can just be done with. It's finished, it's all over, it no longer has to go any further in a big way. You know what I mean? At this point. I'm getting, now, Steph, I'm getting, your granddaddy, but I'm getting a man here, a smoker, but he's also with a puppy dog, but it's not a little one, it's about a medium large sized doggy. Is that related to you, or is it just someone coming that's been following you around? Because with Steffi, they all follow her around too. He always gets people everywhere. Because this person, this gentleman, he's going, I couldn't be bothered, bugger it. He's like, it doesn't matter now, Steph, just let bygones be bygones and let what's going to be. He's very adamant on tell her, I see her situation, I see what she's struggling with, and it is justified, but he said it's a means to an end. So he's telling me the same stuff as I'm getting, means to an end. Has to go this way, Stephanie, so that justice can be sorted and served. That's what he's telling me, alrighty? Okay, Archie is up. He's a very matter-of-fact man, but a lovely man. He's got a good heart. But he's very adamant, and let justice take its course, alrighty? Let them handle it, Steffi. You don't have to. You just watch. It's almost like what to put. Stand back and just watch this space. Stand back is what he's been saying. Stand back and watch, Stephanie. You're about to learn something. It's hard, but you're going to learn something here, and it's going to be really valuable later. It's sort of information that you need to discover now and see and find out about in order for that next stage to happen. So this is all going to be like this. Otherwise, it would have been swept under the carpet. You wouldn't have found out this way, and then it wouldn't have helped you. You know what I mean? So it is important, but ready, yeah. Kind though, he's got a kind heart. This is probably my way of interpreting. He said, "Shit don't stick." I don't know. That's what he's saying. Shit don't stick. So in other words, don't let this negativity stick on top of you. Don't let shit stick. This is simple. He's pretty blunt with his words. He doesn't elaborate in a big freaking story or go into anything deep. No depth in that way. Just blunt, straight to the point. Don't get carried away. That's what he's asking of you. All right. He's saying there's still stuff to be heard, still stuff to find out, Stephanie. There's madness. He's going, it's madness, but because he doesn't like courts.
Yeah.
Did he not like legality? Does he not like police and courts and judges and things like that? Because he's not happy about
does.
that. He's like, not a place he wants to be. He doesn't like it. He's like, oh, I don't like that place at all. It's not somewhere I'd want to be. But Steph has to. She's got to carry this out. This is going to upgrade you. It's going to actually make you more aware than you realised how intuitive you truly are. You're going to get a gut feeling out of this, and that's going to justify something. It's going to give you the closure you need. Alrighty, it really is. Yeah, sod off. Is that the word he'd use? Because he's like, because that's the way I'm saying it. I'm like, nah, fuck the system. That's what I'm getting. Excuse my language, but that's what he's like. He's like, shit, don't like shit like that. Old school. I'm old school. That stuff don't matter to him, but he understands why. It will settle.
So
this
whatever
person that you're dealing with is very wired anyway. So the hyperactivity and the wideness of the person you're dealing with is very difficult. They see the world very strange. That's all I'm going to say. Righty. So you got his.
So
now?
if you feel yourself getting dragged in, if you feel yourself getting dragged in, Stephanie, just play that upper dimensional.
Yeah.
Game.
Does he do this? That's what I'm getting. Remember the old.
Do you know where that came from?
The old English dudes who did that. What was that for? They used to go.
Okay, because the new one of the new technologies that came in the warfare was the English longbowmen, because they could the longbow they could get further range with their bows and do more damage.
Yeah.
So what the archers used to do is they used to go like so what they'd do is when they'd catch if they got hold of the longbowmen, they'd cut off their fingers that they used to do the arrow.
Yep.
So the English used to taunt them and go, "Come and get my bow fingers."
Is that what it means?
Yeah, come and get my bow fingers.
He's got 2 fingers up, Steph, and he's like, sod off. It's like Sodom, you know? They get stuffed is our way. Oh, well, that's interesting. So there's a meaning behind that, right? So, Cool. All right, darling, I don't think there's anything else. Would you like to say anything else, my friend? No, he was happy with sod off, and he gone. He's like, gone. Sod off, gone. I love when they're straightforward. Like, yeah, they were brutal. That's not wrong.
I'm just wondering if that means, hey, you missed one.
Yeah, I'm missing a finger. Here's the other one for you.
You missed
Sod off.
one. I've still got one left.
Oh, we're terrible. Oh, poor Karen. Sorry, Karen Fisher, you've come in on the worst of it. We've lost it completely. There's a few fingers flying. True Aussies. All right. Thanks, Steph. I like that. He literally, Stephanie, just went sod off and left. No goodbye, nothing. No thank you, see ya. Just went sod off. He'd had enough. He'd had enough of even hearing about it, I think. Poor thing. Love you, mate. Thank you heaps. Brandy, are you still here? Casares. Casares. I don't know how you say it. Casares. You're welcome. He would do that. Just go. Okay. It's unusual. He was pretty like, see ya. 2 fingers gone. That was funny. Brandy. So donations are still open if anybody'd like a reading. 22 lovely Australian dollars is required for 2 of us. You're more than welcome. We're still open
be like
to
£9.
receive.
It'd be like £9.
In UK, I'll tell you when I'm waiting for Brandy.
I think I sent
Brandy
James
Cazares, are you there?
88.
Yeah, because the pound dollar's really low.
888. I sent him 888, and I think it was about 18 something dollars Australian.
Oh, okay. AU to UK wouldn't be much. £11.35 at the moment. Bloody dollar's really shitty. Okay. Brandy.
In England or America?
UK
Or
dollar.
both?
I was looking at.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, there you go. If you're in the UK, man, you can get us cheap.
Yeah, we're cheap as. Yeah, the US dollar, I think, I don't know if it was yesterday, was 66 cents or something. Wasn't great either. Brandy, where you gone? Have I got her on my listing? Unless she was there a minute ago. Brandy, there she is. What I could do is, yeah, I've got her on my list so I can message her and timestamp it. You can start if you wish. I'll put her up. I got it there somewhere.
Who are we going?
We're doing 1083 at the moment, is it, Julie? Okay. Brandy, where are you? You were here a minute ago. I'll put her up. Monique, shoosh. I love that sound. Makes me go into channel.
Heart chakra.
Where are you, Brandy? Is up. It'll make me go out like channel into meditation. Sound always throws me straight into meditation. Oh, there she is. So that's Brandy who we're looking for. So you can read off that. And I'm messaging her while you read and put a timestamp. So 2:34. 2 hours. She might have popped off to do something. 34 minutes. Brandy. No worries, Theros. Love you, mate. Thank you very much for coming in and donating. Yeah, can't beat old school, all right? At least they're honest. Okay. Well, you can start reading her while I message if you want. And she might come back.
Brandy, get some clearing done. Get some clearing done because there's some thoughts that you're taking on board as your own that are not yours. Okay, something at the moment it's got you thinking in a certain way. It's not yours. It's not you. Okay, so I would get hold of someone to do a clearing or do yourself a clearing. Okay, because we don't need those things in our ear. They do not serve us.
They do not serve us. They lower us.
And yes, because they want to feed. They want to feed, and they do that by creating chaos and emotions. Okay.
Night, Steph. Thank you. I was doing that to see Rose, by the way.
Disney, that poor bird of hers, putting up with her.
Yes, I'm sure it was just decided it could have chosen a better life incarnation. No.
I don't know. If you're a bird, I could handle being at Sea Roses because you'd just be giving it grief all day. You'd just be going.
You'd be throwing shoes, bird shoes all day
She'd
long.
be throwing shoes at the cage. You'd be like,
Yeah.
come on.
I'd be like up her all the time if I was a bird. I won't say it. I was going to say I'll message her later. It's rude. It's rude.
Okay. Well, Brandy. Things are shifting. Things are changing. Brandy, look, there's a lot of stuff coming up for you. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. Stuff's coming up for everyone all around. But at the moment, it's like game on, Brandy. Where you see stress, I see
Kind of
opportunity.
Lionsgate too, I think, Broogie. There's a lot of revealing and changing going with that Lionsgate energy being revealed. Huge.
And it's all coming up at the moment as the world's shifting. Everyone's stuff shifting.
Yep, it is.
I mean, it's hard because everyone you do readings for, and they're going, I'm going through a lot right now, and I'm going through a lot of heartache, and I'm like, everyone is.
Everybody is going through change.
Everyone is.
Everyone's in a bit chaos.
Yeah. And not downplaying it. It's just
no.
It's just what's happening.
True.
Okay, look, Brandy, look, I'm getting that there's there's frustration. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of stuff coming up for you. Okay, but this is the old stuff. This is change. Okay, this whole reading is about change, Brandy. Okay, but at the moment, look, frustration for you because you're basically trying to hold on to the old way of doing things, the old way of thinking, the old life. And as we go through changes, as the frequency changes, as the earth changes, you know what? Shit doesn't stay the same. We could have someone that's been the best friend all our life, and then one day they're gone. Okay? This is just what happens sometimes. A season, a reason, a lifetime. Now, what we can do is we can bury ourselves in the loss of what we're going through and go, this is stressful, I don't like this, that's not fair, broken heart, all this sort of stuff. Okay, but look, the past is the past. Okay? It's once, and all we do now is we witness the unknown unfolding in front of us. And as soon as we see something, it's the past. It's history. Everything that we see is history. Okay, but at the moment, the first card I've got for you is I've got the Hunter's card. Track down your fears and desires. Okay, but this is inverted. Okay, this is you being guarded. This is you being melancholy and stuck in your frustration, which is okay because, you know, we're human. We do that. This is what we go through. But this card being inverted, it's come up to say, okay, look, Brandy, do you want to push past this? Do you want to feel the way that you're feeling? Or do you want to, you know, sometimes we've got to dust ourselves off and we've got to get proactive in being the change that we need to see in our life. Okay. A lot of things naturally change, but, you know, we've got to meet it halfway. We've got to meet it halfway. And look, sometimes the answers that we seek are right under our noses, but because of the way we're standing, because of the direction of the direction that we're looking, we're not always going to see it. Okay. Because we're human. Okay. But look, just look at the stuff that you're putting around because you're going to be getting triggered and there's people going to be saying stuff and there's stuff that's coming to you. Okay. But this is going to be people projecting at you and there's going to be you projecting at people around. Okay. Because at the moment, look, all these things that you're going through, they're based upon your ideals. They're based upon your beliefs. They're based upon a lot of things. But I've got the snake. Shed your skin. Prepare to heal and transform. You're always evolving. But this is inverted. Okay. So all these cards coming up, the frustration cards. This is. It's like you're in reaction mode to what's going on, and everything that comes, you just sort of throw it back. Okay. It's time to slow down and analyze it and have a look. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, what am I holding on to? Because when we have, you know, there's an old saying that the Buddhist uses, attachment is the root cause of all suffering. And where this is the strongest, it's the past. It's how we think things should be. It's the past. We want things to go back or we want things to work a certain way. When things don't work a certain way, we don't like it. Okay, and it causes us stress. And at the moment, this is all about shedding for you. Okay, and not just shedding is looking at what is stressing you, looking at what you're projecting, looking at what's you don't like that's getting projected at you, and starting to move into the conscious realm of understanding yourself, where it's like, hey, okay, this is stuff that I need to change. Because it's really hard, is because I've got the spiritual awakening card, trust your intuition, and the spiritual awakening card. This is on your this is on your action pile. Okay, and so then when we shift and things start to shift in our life, the old heavy baggage, the old crap, as we start to rise, our arms start to get really sore because we're still hanging on to the old stuff. Okay, and this is old stuff. This is stuff that you don't want to let go. Okay, so you're trying to rise because look, your last card's the door behind the unknown and expected. Your last card is behind the door is the unknown and unexpected. Surrender to what is coming. Okay, so I've got all these cards here that are saying awakening, surrender, but at the same time, I've got a whole heap of cards saying time to fight, time to look at what no longer serves you and remove it or deal with it. Okay, this is what everyone's going, but your intuition's talking to at the moment. Those little prompts, you're going to be getting little prompts, and it might be you might have a friend that you've been hanging out with, and now you're noticing that they're getting a bit bitchy, or I'm not saying it is that person they're getting a bit bitchy, or that connection isn't there anymore. Okay, why? Because you've changed. People change. They might have changed. It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. But you're getting those little prompts into your intuition. It's time to start listening to them. Okay? They're trying to tell you stuff. Okay? I mean, I remember when I awakened. Okay? I went in and I turned to my best mate. And we were having a drink. And I said, you do realize that we're going to slip out of each other's life, and because I'm changing and I'm not going to be the same person anymore. He's like, what?
They think there's something wrong with you, yeah.
Yeah, they think something wrong. And I said, we're just eventually going to drift apart, man. Still love you, brother, but we're going to drift apart.
Yeah.
And he was like, what the fuck's happening? And I'm like, don't worry about it, man. It's just the way things are. And this happens, and especially when you first come in, I don't know how long you've been doing this spiritual walk, but things are shifting for you. And the more that you hold on to stuff, it's going to hurt more. There's going to be more growing pains, because I've got, like, moving forward behind the door of embracing the unknown to make room for stuff. I've got the worry card, be fearless and stand strong. Okay, so this means there's going to be emotional triggers. There's going to be stuff pulling at your heart. There's going to be stuff playing on you, trying to drag you back down, trying to get your attention, trying to feed all these emotions and stir all the stuff. Okay, but this is a time where we can turn this card around and go, okay, you know what? I need to understand that. I need to understand what I'm going through, and I need to stand strong in this space as this shift, because it's not going to be easy. If it was easy, we wouldn't grow. It would just be sitting back, having a martini going, okay, life, show me all the good stuff. Show me all the good stuff. Yeah. Hopefully we get one of those lifetimes, but we'll get pockets of it. Okay, but at the moment it's about you standing strong and just knowing that things are changing for you, Brandy. They are going to change. There's going to be good times. It's going to be hurt. It's going to be hard, but there's stuff that you need to let go of. But this is okay. This is what happens when we grow, Brandy. It's change. So just understand that and be easy on yourself, and don't cling too tightly, and trust your intuition and follow it, okay? Because it's trying to guide you at the moment. I hope that's assisted you, Brandy.
Thanks, Brookie. First I said, sorry, it's just my reading. I was at the nail salon. Is that you, Brandy? I don't know if it is why you're not coming up. So if that's you, yes. Brandy, if that is you, I sent you a little message on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, to let you know that we were reading, what time it started and all that jazz. So go and check your messages if that's you, but we'll keep going. Awesome. Okay, no worries, darling. Well, it started about 2 hours 34, but anyway, it's on your Messenger, so you can go back and watch the replay, but I'll keep going. Okay, so your team, your oversoul group, who you are. It's very adamant on you finding now what really matters to you deep down. Is popularity, does that matter to you? Does hearing what other people's opinions are of you, does that matter? Or does it really matter who you truly are deep down, the blessing and the beauty that you have inside of you, that you have put aside a little bit? You put some of yourself aside just a little for some reason. And I feel that you've lost a little piece of that beautiful within. Not all gone, still there, but just for some reason, I feel like you've switched it off a little bit. So there's a mistrust issue here, or something that's made you feel that way, that you've decided just to switch out a little. It's like, we'll see type attitude. We'll see where it goes. I don't know who to trust fully right now. There's something going on here that you're struggling in a trust issue with. Alrighty. And there's an indecision here. So there's a little bit of wishy-washy indecision. Not sure where to go, what ideas, what decision should I make now? Where should I go from here? And you're looking everywhere, and you're looking all outside of yourself. So you're looking at there's some energy here that isn't for you, and things like that you're reaching for, and things to do with somebody that you need to realize that is not for your highest good. Alrighty, so lean on those people that you truly deeply trust. So if it's someone you've met today, you feel you can trust them, then it's them. If it's someone you've known from before that you can truly trust, it's them. If it's someone from your childhood, it's them. Go to somebody right now. You really need to lean on somebody. There's an energy around here that's draining you, and it's a bit vampiric. It's taking energy from you on your slightly left-hand side, coming in around the groin somewhere. So it's also a sexual energy. So you need to be a bit careful right now about who you truly trust and why. I feel that you have given your heart away in places in your life that really weren't for your good. You know what I mean? They really have done some damage. I get it. There's a lot of hurt here, and a lot of inner crying, especially inner child crying. And you need a lot of love right now, and a lot of support, and a lot of sort of someone who can understand where you're at. They don't judge it, and they don't expect too much from you. You know what I mean? You really need someone you can truly trust with your heart, like that bestie friend. You know what I mean? Someone that you know will never let you down, because there's an influence here around you energetically. So I don't know if you're doing readings or where you are connected to. There's an energy around you that is, it's almost trying to drown you, almost trying to make you look really bad, and you're not at all. I get there's a bit of a jealousy influence and a few things like that going on around you. There's a lot of stabbies, alrighty? So they're saying you're worth more, way more than has been projected onto you. You're worth way more than you're being seen as. You actually have a desire deep inside of you to be truly, truly loved, like a young girl who's full of butterflies and happiness, and she just needs to be seen for who she truly is. So Brandy, let go of whatever you're holding on to that you're using as a mask and pretending a little bit to be. And in this world, we all do that. We all have to produce a personality or pretend to be something in order to fit in or to be liked or be accepted. And if this is a relationship that you've entered into and that's what's made you feel this way, well, then it's overshadowed you and it's stolen a little bit from you. You shouldn't have to become anything for anybody. So if you're in a position, even if it's friends or family or anything, if you feel that you've got to change completely in order to make them happy or to become what they want, walk away, because you're going to lose yourself. You're going to lose that happiness that you've got. I've got a beautiful woman with so much joy in there that you would be drawn, I would be drawn to your beauty because it's so loving, but you're letting go of some of that a little bit because I think you're afraid to be truly who you're supposed to be. I think if you let that piece of you go, that veil, that bit you're hiding, and really open up your heart and show that beauty, then your life would adjust really quickly. Alrighty, learn to love. Alrighty, don't let someone take that from you and make you feel bad for being who you are, because you're very, very bright, very sparkly, very beautiful, and you have a light inside of you that's sort of having trouble opening. It's sort of puffing a little bit. It's going poof, trying to stay open. Heart's trying to stay open, closing, trying to stay open, closing. So there's something here, alrighty, something that's hurt you. So you also need to voice your feelings. So whatever this is, or whoever this is that made you feel stifled and not allowed you to speak and say your truth, you need to get that out of you. You need to, it's not that you be mean or cruel or anything like that. You just need to speak up. You need to be heard. I feel like in your life that you've been held somewhere all through your childhood, all through your teenage years, all through to now, where you've never really allowed to speak up and say what you feel. I just feel like there's someone who has been held back a little bit in that way. Whether you're a shy child, I don't know, but you weren't allowed to voice your wounds. You weren't allowed to say, I don't feel right. I have wounds and trauma. I've been hurt. It's almost like you weren't allowed to share that or be open with that. It was frowned upon a little bit, all right? You were timid? Okay. Darling, you have an energy. You're angelic. You have an energy about you that if you could open that up and get rid of that negativity and that heaviness that's around you. So if it's a friend, a relationship, just an acquaintance or just a client, whatever it may be, there's an energy here that's trying to stop you. It's dense, it's standing behind you, and it wants you to fail. So if you've got anybody or any people in your life that you are connected to like that, it's time for you to move on, because I don't want you to lose that light. I don't want you to lose what I can see. You know, you're activating my heart. So therefore the love you have is very strong, very bright. Your love, your light is very big. It is an activation of love. You're a love activator. So therefore your love should be able to activate and heal and love others. But there's an overshadower here that's trying to stop. There's an energy. I don't know where it's come from or what it's a part of fully or who it is. I just know that you don't deserve that. Alrighty, it's your time to step up and go on your own way without whatever this is, and be better. Do what your heart's desire is. Be around people that bless you and love you and give you what you deserve. I feel you're not getting enough of that. You know, some people are just so beautiful, you go, mate, you deserve more. You really do. And I'm annoyed because I don't feel like you're getting what you deserve. I feel it's been withheld from you intentionally. That whatever this is not treating you how you should be treated. Find the people in your life that will love you as you are, the best you can. Not everyone is perfect, but find people that love you and see you like I'm seeing you, because don't shy away from that. Don't shy away from people's that have don't shy away from people that have the love like you have. So your love is so intense and so beautiful. Shine, find those people that have it as well, so you can be together, so you can be as a group or be as friends or be as whatever you got to be, and you can just be yourself and glow. I don't want to lose you to what I'm seeing. I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to lose your self-worth, to be honest. I'm a bit cranky at what I'm seeing, because I'm like, how dare you take her light? I don't like the innocent being robbed of their light. That is one thing I will not tolerate, and that's what I'm feeling. Alrighty, so yeah.
Yep.
It's probably
Brandy.
enough, poor thing.
Yeah,
So
Brandy. What you got? Any protective stones? Or get a protective talisman would be good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. I would recommend getting some work done. Okay, because there's something that needs to be cleared.
Clearing or something. Yep.
Yeah.
She needs something.
Go to someone that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Also, something for a stone for protection. Sunstone would assist you at the moment. But yeah, you need, and then once it's cleared, get something protective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a protective stone or a talisman or something. You need something.
Yep, absolutely. You need some sort of protection, because what's happening here, I'm just reading your statement. Sorry, I don't get time to read comments when I'm working. That energy that's following you, that's holding you, is trying to stop you from glowing and becoming the light you're supposed. Not that you're not, but it's trying to stop you from being brighter, right? From discovering your full light. That has followed through from that environment, those people. So mother, what else did you say?
Wants to keep you hooked in the past.
Wants you to stay there. So what it's doing, Brandy, it is bringing to you and taking you to people that are the same, energies that are the same, relationships, men that are the same. It's for it to stay alive and full of energy and life, it has to keep you in those sort of situations. It has to take you to places that hurt you, make you unhappy, take your light out of you, make you feel unworthy. That's the only way it can survive. It's a little fucker. So what you do now is that you just, as Brookie said, to dissolve these connections the best you can, to heal these wounds and traumas that are in here following you and interfering. And then you need some help with some work. So Brookie's really good at doing that sort of stuff. He does a lot of shamanism and things like that. Or you need a clearing, you know what I am. And then your spirituality can step up. It's stopping you from a lot of things, alrighty? It's stopping you from, not from growing, but just stopping you from being bright and shiny. It wants you to be depressed. It wants you to not love yourself. It wants it, and it will remove good people out of your life so it can survive. It'll take away good relationships, good friendships. It'll take everything away from you because it does not want you to be like that. It doesn't want you to be loved and be happy. Alrighty. So get on top of that. Find some help. Clear this out. You need a chakra clearing as well. Your heart is dense a little bit. I can see the light trying to puff through and break through. You're just not strong enough to do it yourself, alrighty, because of the vibration that's here. And someone is lying to you. Someone's wearing a mask. Someone is not who you think they are. I can assure you of that, alrighty. So search around and get your feelers out. You're an intuitive woman, and find out what you feel, that who that is, alrighty. You have genuine people around you, but there's a few that are not. So you're going to have to sort that out. And if you're online a lot, so if you do readings or you're on lives or you're online a bit and things like that, a lot of that can be brung in. This energy can go searching and bring it in from strangers. So you've got to know how to look after yourself in this industry. You just can't jump in the pool unprotected. And I think your innocence, because you're shiny and you're bright and beautiful, you have a little bit of an innocence there, like a child, that thinks everyone's trustworthy and can be and is friendly. Well, they're not. I can tell you now, they're not. And in this line of work, you've got to know how to look after yourself. So I feel you're not doing enough of self protection and looking after you and guarding yourself. Alrighty, nothing wrong. So don't freak out on us. There's nothing wrong. It's just that you're learning. So you're going to learn. This is the hard part. We live in situations in our life, or things happen in our life for us to learn how to be like this. So to learn how to protect yourself, learn how to grow in this industry, and how to do spirituality the right way in that aspect where you're looking after you. That's the only way you're gonna learn, is that you got to do the stuff that trips you up and makes it hard for you, or comes in this way, to realize that you have to do this. You have to be in sovereignty and protect yourself, no matter what, no matter who you're around. You know, I don't know about Brooke, but no matter what I do, whether it's talking on, doing a live, private readings, healings, going to the supermarket, getting up in the morning, going to bed at night, everything I do involves me protecting myself, even the little things, going in the shop and getting a coffee. And don't leave my house unless I've activated my pillar of light and make sure my energy's clean and clear. And when I come home, I check as well, because energy's everywhere, Brandy, and it's not all pretty. So we can go out and something might brush past us in the supermarket. You know what I mean? So we've always got to be on our toes. We've always got to have our own tools and ways of looking after and protecting ourselves. That's just how this works. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just a fact. Alrighty. So you do readings, or some of it could be coming in through readings. So if you don't have a way to protect yourself and do work before you go do your readings and after, I suggest you get on top of that as soon as possible. You learn how to do that properly, alrighty? Otherwise, you're open slather, Brandy. It's not your fault. We've all gone through this. We've all learnt the hard way. We've all been open slather, trust me. But you eventually find out that when it starts to come into your personal life or into your world, that it's time to do something about it. And this is what's happening to you. It's trickling in. So you have to learn. You've got to get off your ass, and you've got to start figuring out and finding and learning from somebody or something, someone you can trust, how to protect yourself. Alrighty? But you do need some clearing and stuff like that to be done.
Look, I've got a playlist of Spiritual 101 Basics, and one of them's one on clearings. Now, I still recommend that you go to someone.
Yep.
You need to go to
Someone who
someone to
knows what
get
they do.
someone who really knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I'll
Message
find.
Brookie because he does a bit of everything. You can come and see
Oh.
me, and I can do other things as well. But if you want just what I'm seeing behind, I think you need a bit more in-depth clearing than little things.
I'll put this up for you. Just have a look at this one because this is spiritual home defense, and it's on my YouTube channel. That's some basics I did ages ago.
Okay.
Go
and watch that, Brandy. That'll get you started. There's plenty of things that we can suggest and all that jazz, but you'd have to come and spend time with one of us for us to do that. It's not something that can be done in 10 minutes. There's a lot of stuff here that you'd have to check you. I'd have to check you. We'd have to check your inner center, outer center, what's around you, all your chakras, everything.
Technically, it could be in 10 minutes, but you'll leave yourself open for something else to.
That's right.
It's more complicated.
You're open for more. It is more complicated. Alrighty. Yes, Carrie, we are still taking donations. If you wish to donate.
No, we don't want your money. No.
No, we don't want your money. No, I'm going to blow her money on biscuits and chocolates and things. So pay me. You're welcome, darling. Honestly, don't take it to heart. Don't get disheartened. Just the piece I want you to take with you today is the understanding that we are seeing the beauty inside of you, how bright you really are. I don't think you understand how shiny you are inside, how much light's going to come out of you after this, because that's who you truly are. So this is a positive. This is us recognizing and showing you. You're gone.
No, this was in your reading, and I was just thinking I should grab that card again. Then I just split the deck, and the card, it was the card.
Oh, you're kidding.
That's the worry card.
Okay.
That's the worry card. It says, be fearless and stand strong. That's inverted. We need you to take action and get it around that way. Yep.
That's Mary too. Maori. Yeah, we're pointing out through this, we're just reminding you, I want you to know what I see in you. So this is not even you. This is what's going on around you. You are not this. You are the shiny, bright button, beautiful woman that I'm seeing, whose light is extremely bright, extremely amazing. She's just got some stuff that's trying to stop her. That's all. All right. So it's not you. It's what's going on around you, what's been sent or done to, what is hovering, what has come through childhood and things like that. But the Brandy, that is not her. So any thoughts you get or anything goes on in your mind or in the body and all that, I want you to know that's not you. It's it talking to you. It's lying, and it's a lying, cheating, stealing motherfucker. And it will do that. It'll play mind games. All righty. So, like I said, it'll separate you from good people when you should really be there, and it'll take you to bad people where you shouldn't be, and things like that. That's how it lives. So, loves that shit. Loves drama.
And you wonder why some of us just get cheesecake and coffee and go straight back.
You wonder why we just go and get cheesecake and we have cappuccinos and we just go, stop it. I'm not doing nothing else. It's too bloody hard. This world we live in is not this. When you live in the energy world, Brandy, you're an empath and intuitive, and you see all this stuff. It is not easy, darling. It's not all wine and roses. You know what I mean? There's some fantastic things, but then there's reality. So awesome. No worries, mate. Well, you know where we both are. If you just need some help, if it's not us, find somebody that you can trust, someone that really knows what they're doing. You can't have someone who comes and half-asses because it'll return. It'll just go, oh, is that all? And it'll come back. So yeah.
Like I keep
Me too,
stressing
Aldo.
this. I keep stressing this to people, but because I noticed that a lot of people that have continual struggles, right, and the people that seem to move forward the best, I'll save up and I'll pay good money to get good work done spiritual.
Bloody
and I'll go and see someone in Adelaide. I'll find out, I'll talk to people and I'll go, this guy's
knows his stuff. Yep. He's frozen.
Whatever it needs to be done. But it's worth, I mean, you want to put money, people put money into their car, they put money into their house.
Yeah.
When was the last?
A lot of people don't realize you're going to put money into yourself. You can put money into your spirituality. I'm the same. Like, I've done that. You go, look, I'll pay someone, even if you've got to save up for it, you go, well, my plan now is I've got this is what I need to do. So I'm going to make like a plan. I'm going to execute that and do it. And I will pay anyone good money that I know knows their stuff. I won't even hesitate. So
Absolutely.
yeah. Yeah, she does, Aldo. Like, she's a shiny ass. Like, the things I'm seeing aren't even her. This is the problem. She is not what I'm seeing. That's just it acting out around her and doing naughty things and bringing naughty people. So, but this is her
Yeah,
learning curve.
it
She'll
was
come
funny
strong, become stronger.
what I felt attached to you. Like, it wasn't. It didn't feel like it had heaps of power. It
No.
didn't feel like it was. It felt like it was struggling to hang on.
It's mimicking a vibration of sorts. I don't think it's even very intelligent. It doesn't feel highly intelligent, but what it reminds me of is smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? You know that saying, smoke and mirrors?
Okay.
It thinks it has knowledge, it thinks it's intelligent, but it really, it's a confused spirit. It's confused energy. It's confused. It doesn't even know where it is in general. So it might be lost or something. Might be a fallen losty one. But yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. I don't know, darling. You'd have to I don't want to point fingers on people that it isn't. You know what I mean? Just because baby daddy, if he's a bit like that, doesn't necessarily mean it's him. You know what I mean? They can be very sneaky.
That's for you to work out.
Yeah, you got to work that out. I think some of this is a karmic thing as well. So that's something that you're going to have to have a look and figure out. So don't look for someone you think it is just because they kind of, you know, not making you happy right now fully and all that jazz. You've got to be really sure. I don't point fingers and go, no, I'm not pointing finger on anyone.
Yeah, because it's us.
I don't think
I've done that before, where what happens is our story, the story and what we've got preferences over, that will influence, that will distort,
Yeah.
It'll distort it, and we get missed.
Yeah.
We go, fuck, I was wrong.
Yeah. That's
too late now. I just blew them off.
Yeah, that's right. It can be distorting. So it's a good lesson for you, Brandy, to use your intuition. I'm not going to influence that one because there's a child involved. So use your intuition. Have a really good look around you. Maybe even ones that you haven't considered. You know what I mean? So always start close to home first and work out the inner circle from there. That's how I see it. Start in the middle and work your way out around and have a good look. So no worries, darling. All the best, eh? Let us know how you go. Message me and let me know what happens. Let me know how you're feeling and all that jazz and what you've found out, what you think it might be. You're more than welcome to let me know. I'll be happy to read that. So.
But Brandy, focus on getting yourself right. Don't focus on, who is it?
No.
Okay. That'll lead to do you a disservice. You focus on yourself and getting yourself into balance and getting yourself the self-work that you need.
Get the work done first, yeah.
They'll present themselves.
They will. They will. They'll be openly presented. Get your energy right first so it can't re-enter. So you first, and then the rest will fall into place. You know what I mean? Once you're clean and your energy's been sorted and this has been done, then you are so extremely strong and harmonious in your vibration that it can't cause that chaos. You know what I mean? So it's like shifting your vibration.
Shelley Johnson, is that a scammer?
I'm not sure because it might be. Yeah, that might be. I wasn't sure because I didn't see the word reading. I was trying to read it really quickly. Okay.
At least they picked a reasonable name. Like some of the names, you're like, dear God, can you even spell that? Like,
and the worst thing is, it won't even be that person. That's the hard part. I say to people, don't attack that person, that Shelley. Don't attack Shelley because it won't be Shelley. It's someone else. Not Shelley's fault. Whoever Shelley is. Okay.
What does Ram just say? He says it's just God everyone is just God in drag.
God and drag. Is that you talking about yourself there, brother, or what? Or general?
No,
You
just
know what you get
everyone.
up to in the
It's just,
afternoons? Yeah.
yeah, hell no.
See God and everyone. That's right. See God and everyone. Okay, I'll do that
No,
one
I'm not
too.
fluid at all.
It is Skimmer. Okay. Okay, I think that's gone off there now. I hope I've done that right. Should be. Carrie, I didn't check. Did you donate? Did you want to read? Otherwise, we're nearly done. This guy needs a coffee, so decide
Yeah, my
rapidly.
brother should have been back by now. It's the only coffee I've had.
Out.
I need to go and get another
Give him
one.
a message. I'm out of coffee, bro. Time to bring a man something.
Well, I have all the
Carrie,
banners.
yes,
I have
she
all the
did.
banners on my show where I can put them up if I go, bro, are you watching? He's like, yeah. And then I'm like, put the banners up, make me a coffee. Can you get me a coffee? Where's
Oh,
my
you're
coffee,
lucky.
bro?
Oh, true. Nice. You bring him to my house and get me one. I got a coffee machine. I'm pretty lucky. That was my treat this year. I
is
said
that the
to
one that you
myself,
got?
instead of buying coffees.
Is that the one that, like the proper one that you put the coffee in and go click?
Yep. Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I can do that with mine. I can do both. So I can put them in and click them, which is the really expensive way to go. Or I get the freshly brewed. So I fresh up my beans and do them myself. So it's fresh. So freshly ground beans, and throw it in, and then it does all the
I just found a
does the
local
milk.
someone who has a coffee shop, and they get, like, from the Adelaide Hills, they get organic coffee. But
Yep.
if you can get it within a couple of days of it being roasted, it's next level. So, like,
true.
freshly
Could imagine
roasted
the
coffee.
smell.
It's
Oh,
just divine. And then you make the cup, and it's just like, my God.
I used to put coffee granules in when I was doing readings, so I could just, because I love the smells, I put them in my burner. You get that coffee smell. I can't like that. No, mine does a bit of everything. So it's like, I don't drink milk, so I drink the fake milk, whatever you call it. It's like milk that's not milk, coconut milk and all that jazz. But it does the frothing, it does everything that you buy in the shop. And that was my thing this year.
I don't buy. I've got a frother and I've got a percolator, but even I don't have instant anymore. But when I did get instant, I'd always used to, when you break that seal, I'd always put my nose up to it.
You put your nose in, that first sniff, like, does do that. Can't help it. Coffee was my thing. I don't drink. It's funny. I don't drink a lot of coffee. I'll have one in the morning, and then I drink decaf in the afternoon. That's it. So I really only have one full strength coffee. So if I want anything, it'll be decaf. Otherwise, I won't bloody sleep. I buzz. I'm like on sugar. So that's about it. So I don't really drink a lot of coffee at all. It's just coffee machine was my thing this year. Do you? Yeah, winter's a bit different. Sometimes I might have a third, but no, I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm a coffee junkie. I'm probably just too lazy to bloody make it. That's why. Okay, Carrie, you're up. Carrie Wowie donated. So unless anybody else wishes to donate, Carrie is the last. Obviously, Days and Hudson, but you do have time to donate if you wish. Otherwise, a girl's going to be going and having coffee because that's all we've talked about. I haven't had lunch yet. I wasn't hungry yesterday. Made soup the other day, nice veggie soup. I make that a lot. Just my thing. Sometimes you don't feel like a meal, you know.
I had mushrooms, eggs, and wild spinach.
Oh.
I was at a job yesterday, doing some paving, and in the place, they've got an empty lot next to it.
Yeah.
And there's wild spinach amongst the weeds. So every time I go there, I just fill up a bag full of spinach.
Oh, God, you're lucky. We don't have anything like that here. They spray everything here. It's ridiculous. The council's got a spraying addiction, I swear.
Yeah,
they
we got a lazy council, so.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I won't go in the parks and the parklands. I won't touch anything because I don't know what they're sprayed.
Yeah, they're more than likely to sprayed something that's not pretty. And in our area, because we're tropical, and it shits me knowing, because I'm like, I'm inhaling that, so I shut the house up. They go around, they spray the whole town for mozzies and things like that when it's really bad. I have no idea what they're spraying, but it's scary when you see it. Like it's everywhere like a plume. They'll go up every street, every part of our area, and your parent gets sprayed. I'm like, I bet that's not organic. And I'm like, thanks a lot. You know, we're breathing that. So I shut the house up, especially for my little dogs. Like, I don't want them breathing that crap in. And then I worry about them going out in the grass because I don't know, where it's settled. And yeah, they're funny here like that. They're so a bit over the top. Shouldn't complain because some councils do nothing, but Yeah, I don't know what they're spraying. It's a bit scary. All right, Carrie. Sorry, darling.
If you can't
probably
complain, you're just
DDT or
not trying
something.
hard enough.
That's exactly right. If I can't send an email of complaints, I'm not trying hard enough. Trust me, I've thought about it. But I'm like, nah, don't become that old cheese where you're emailing everybody because you don't like something. Like, don't do that. Don't become that. I might, while you're doing that, I might look at, we've got a chance, Carrie. I might have a look at Scania, if that's okay. I might do that now while you're here. You can do that instead
So
of
it's Carrie
on the weekend.
or
Carrie,
Carl?
yep. No, Carrie Schubel. Our Carrie. Okay, I'm going to gibber in the background.
Carrie, yeah, you're into your spiritual walk. You do a lot of spiritual practices, all that sort of stuff. What do you do? I don't know why, but I'm feeling love expectations. Expectations somewhere. Different cards for you.
Sorry, Carrie, I'm talking to you and I've got it on bloody mute. I'm looking at your photo. That's what I'm doing, by the way.
Okay, look, we're all perfect manifestors of our reality, Carrie. Okay. And you know what? When we rethink and we stay in our heads about what we want, sometimes it's like the universe is like, okay, yep, okay, let's get that in order. And then you think about it again, slightly different. Then the universe is like, okay, scrap all that, let's start again. And we can prolong stuff coming to pass by continually going in our mind and thinking about it. But at the same time, I'm getting that, look, things need to come into balance for you. This is balancing your energy, balancing in the 3D as well as balancing in the spirituality. Okay, so sometimes we want to manifest something. We're going to take steps towards it. We're going to take action towards it as well. Okay, I'm getting that. Look, because we create everything. We create our existence. Okay, but sometimes that we need to, like, we can't just sit in front of the TV and go, "Oh, universe, I need money to buy a house." We have to go out and work for it.
Fool's bum. I want it the easy way.
Okay, we can't always get it the way we want it. So at the time, it's about you taking authority in areas that you wish to move forward in. It's about you taking action. Okay, because this is how we learn. Anyone, we can't. Yeah, manifestation is like, if I want to manifest a cup of coffee, I can do two things. I can go and fill up the grinder and put the kettle on, or I can get in the car and order one on my phone and then drive around to the drive-through. Okay, but that's me taking steps to manifest. Okay, the first card I've got for you is the spiritual teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Okay, so there's always stuff happening around each one of us that there is something to learn in it. Okay, positive, negative, and sometimes. Okay, but when we go inside of our head and we overanalyze everything, overthinking, we create a decision, we lose that clarity. Okay, we try to work something out. This is I keep saying to people all the time. I said, don't stress. Don't go over your head about trying to work stuff out. You think about it once. Clear your space, clear your mind, and when it's ready, when you're in the right position to have the right perspective, then the answers can come in. Because I've got the great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences, but at the same time, I've got you at the bottom of the deck with the Earth Guardian, overanalyzing, overthinking, trying to work everything out, trying to work out how everything's going to work out. And the problem is, how's the unknown going to work out? We don't know, because it is the unknown. And most of us, there's plenty of us around that will occasionally get insight, we'll get glimpses of future, but I don't go looking for them. When they come up, they come up. Sometimes I'll give a reading for someone saying, okay, you're going through this. And they'll go, I don't know what you're talking about. And then 2 weeks later, they message me and they go, that thing that you were talking about, I just went through that. Okay, so we do get the future, but I don't live in the future. Okay, the future isn't, the unknown is not our business. Okay, until it happens, as it's happening, and we witness it. But at the moment, I'm getting you too far ahead of yourself. Too many wants, too many directions, and you're missing stuff that's right in front of you now. Too ahead of yourself, too far worried about the future. And the problem is you're missing on what's going. You're missing stuff. What's going on around you at the moment? Okay, because everything happens for a reason, and you want to have that inner peace. Just understand. Okay, everything happens for a reason. Let's find the reason. Okay, and then we start to grow, and then what happens is we get more synchronicities because because that's what we do. But at the moment, look, whatever's in your head, whatever's playing on, okay, you just got to surrender it. You just got to let go and surrender it at the moment. I'm just getting that you need to let it go. This is you need to learn what you can out of this situation. You need to take what you can out of this situation. Even if that is getting out of your head, learning how to get out of your head and to stop thinking about it. If that's all that you take, my God, that's one of the most powerful things that you can learn. Okay? So it's time to have trouble in planning. There's nothing wrong with planning ahead, okay, but being too rigid is the problem. There's nothing wrong with planning ahead and doing a 10-year plan or doing a 20-year plan, a business plan, this plan, but you still, if you're always ahead of yourself in that plan, and that's where your mindset lives, that can become a problem because you're going to miss what's in the moment. But at the moment, too much inside the head. Okay, and that puts the energy out to the universe that's saying, I don't want to be where I'm at. I want to be somewhere else. Okay, and the universe is just like, well, what do you want me to do about it, man? You're here now. Like we've got to work there. So it's time just to let go of what's in your mind, surrender it. Okay, because look, your main action card is see beyond your current situation, the Seers card, and this is inverted. So you're so asphyxiated on the experience, on the story of the experience, on what you hope to achieve, that this is taking you out of the flow. I'm just feeling like this is taking you too much out of the flow. Because I've got the authority card or a king bee. And this is inverted. Now this is in the profile, when the king card comes in inverted, that could mean okay, we're not taking authority or we're trying to control everything. Okay, so we at the moment, look, I need you to I got the broken out. I need you to make peace with what is, just the way things are. It's time to surrender. It's time to make peace with it. Okay, we can have preferences. Okay, as long as we don't carry around expectations. There's nothing wrong with preferences. We've all have preference, but when we get attached to how it has to be and how exactly we want it, we miss things. We miss it. It's time to let go. It's time to make peace with things, because the more you do this, the more you unbalance your energy. Okay, and we don't want to unbalance your energy. We want your energy. We want your energy to be strong. We want it to be glowing. We want it to be kicking butt and taking names. Okay, so look, and as you said, what did you say? Just need to let go of things? Yeah. Okay, but you need to take steps, plans. This means that you have to be not your own judge, but your own critic. You just have to catch yourself. Okay, the problem is when people are trying to do stuff, trying to learn, and we're too hard. Oh shit, I fucked up again. I did. There I go. Right, get out of that mindset. Just surrender it and just go. Okay, whatever. Okay, next choice. We make a choice on average every 8 to 10 seconds, and people, the next two choices that they're supposed to be making positive ones, they're still bitching about the last bad choice that they made, and they miss the next 3 choices that just have come up. Okay, so this is what it's about to be present. Is don't be hard on yourself. We're just going to understand. Okay, yep, next choice. Let's make a better one. Let's make a more positive one. And be aware of what you're doing. Be aware of what you're thinking. Be aware of where your head's at. Okay, because as soon as we can do that, that's a game changer. That will tell us so much about ourselves, and that'll help us to become present and let go. Okay? Because if we can just come into the flow, when you come into the flow, the synchronicities, they get weird. They get real weird. And it becomes fun. It becomes fun. Okay? So time to just to surrender it all. Still keep you working hard, but be aware of where your mind's at. Okay? Is it in what's in front of you now, or is it somewhere else? So just send yourself, come back, look up some meditation to do centering, and learn all that you can about what it is to be present. Okay? I hope this assisted you, Carrie.
I don't want to do anymore. Sorry, Carrie. Where's my notes? So I'm getting similar, but I'm getting the reason for some of this is that even with your spiritual stuff and your abilities and all that, you've closed something off or down a little. So some of the frustration that you're getting is to do with something right now. Now, I think it's a male energy or somebody and you, but there's something going on here or has gone on here that you have decided to shut yourself down a little bit for now. And that's part of your frustration. The part of that frustration is also to do with that you're not feeling yourself right now and you're not really where you want to be internally as well. So you have decided to step back, turn away, self-doubt and things like that. So I've gone through and a quick look at the photograph. I'll go through that more another time just to make sure that if there's anything else there, there is a few things there that could be cleared. Down in your solar plexus, just beneath the heart, so the upper stomach for some reasons. I don't know if you had any tummy troubles. There's a stuck emotion in there. So you'll have to remind me because I'll forget after this. I just feel like there's a belittling energy here too. So I don't know if you're picking on yourself or you've been picked on even when you're younger, but like someone who belittles you a little. So it could even be your own thoughts. But you are not grounded and you have decided to pass on something rather than deal with it. So this is the frustration that's coming up. The frustration is everything Brooke said. I'm sorry I wasn't listening to all of it, but some of it is to do with what you've decided. Hey, Trace, I know listen at all. That you've decided to push down and leave for a while that you don't want to face or deal with. I get a father figure energy here. So it's either a father or an older gentleman or a relationship here with an older gentleman. But I just get that you feel that you've done enough, but you haven't. This is the frustration. You're really going to have to listen to your inner voice and your inner gut to guide you into this. It goes a fair way back. It even goes into childhood a little bit. So there's a childhood issue here. I don't know. Did you like to throw tantrums? Did you stamp your feet, Carrie? But it's not a bad thing. It's just that you weren't showing the skills of how to deal with this piece of yourself, this part of your emotions. So you might have had a parent or someone around you, an older person, male definitely, but someone who wouldn't allow you to share your emotions fully. So you felt a little bit stagnant and a bit, I wish I could say more. So there's a frustration to do with childhood and a frustration to do with how you're feeling now of a piece of you that you won't allow to come out and have it say. You prefer it just to shut the hell up, basically. You're sick of hearing it. So where you start is we will look at that when you come to me, but where you start is that we have to talk about it. We've got to bring it out. So I've got to have a look for it as you're talking. I trace it and I see where it's anchored in, and then I can dissolve. But the thing is, it'll be dissolved by your realization and accepting it's there and understanding what it is. So once you can understand it, you can release the karmic connection, etc., and then it can be dissolved, and then we put something else back in. So put something positive or something better back in there. You can't leave it open. So you can't dissolve. You've heard me say it. Can't dissolve, cut, get rid of if you don't replace. Otherwise, you're leaving a gap that's open and vulnerable for something else to come back in. Alrighty, so we'll have to go through it stage by stage. So yeah, bring tissues. Tissues are normally mandatory. It does get a bit like that, but it's self-discovery. So it'll help you to not feel so bad about it, that it's okay that this is here. It's okay that you're feeling that way. And it's not for anyone to judge it. It's just for you to face it, basically. And quite often, once the realization is made and the understanding is made and you'll see why it's there, it's like giving someone a hug who's struggling and you didn't realize they were struggling. You didn't realize that's how they're really feeling. So you get to see that piece of yourself in that way. And that's how you release. You release it with love. So depends on what's in there, Carrie, and what comes out. And then check the body and all that jazz to see chakras, any attachments, anything that in there shouldn't be in there. And I get your intuitive needs tweaking a little bit, needs opening up your third eye a little bit and things like that. But you just won't accept something. There's something about you. It's either something you don't like or you just don't want to know. And we all do that because it's hard. It's hard to deal with ourselves. So it's going to have to be revealed for it to be released. And then you'll learn to live with it and accept it as it is. You'll love it as it is, even if you don't like it. And that's when the frustration will start to ease a little. You won't be as hard on yourself about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if it's come back in, or it's still there, that means there's still something else left in there. Something has been left behind. And like I said, when you get it out and you deal with it and release it karmically from the Akashic records, it has to be replaced with something. So a good memory or a feeling or something in your journey, so that it's not left wide open. Because what happens is things can sit behind the problem. So behind that energy, that karma, there's stuff that can still be sitting behind it that hasn't been seen or hasn't been faced. And what happens, it comes in layers. So you get rid of the first, pull the first bit out, something will come in behind that and come forward. Pull that out, something will come forward. So what's probably happening, Carrie, is that they've helped you and they've done a fantastic job. But what's happened is that there's stuff still left over that's come forward to present itself. So there'll be something in your journey karmically or a lifetimes or whatever. Maybe be a past life thingy that's stuck in there that hasn't been seen. So it's just sat in the background, step forward, and now you've got the frustration again. So there's a lot to this. It's not as simple as it sounds. So there's more. There'll always be more. There'll always be more. But it is possible to get certain bits of it. It's possible to get it all, release it, dissolve it, remove it from your records, replace it, and heal it, and then move on. So it can be done. But it's got to be done when you don't interfere or you don't keep that karma trapped or stuck there. And I'm not allowed to go and interfere in it and stuff like that. I can't add myself in there or what I truly think it is. It has to come out of you, righty? Because I don't want to attach to you and stay there unless you've got a really soft bed, a nice bed and nice pillows. I might crash, but no, I can't do that. So otherwise I karmically attach. It's a bit dangerous. I can't do that. I've got enough of my own shit to deal with. I don't need yours. Alrighty, my darling. We will work that out when you come through and see me. Hopefully we'll try and get that done on the time we've said. Let's hope nothing else comes in and interferes with that. Things happen in life, and we'll work it out from there. It might take more than one. I don't know. It might take more than one conversation or more than one scan. We might get first bit and there might be more. Depends how much is behind it. How many doors we're going to open. Going to open some doors. Sorry, not sorry. Alrighty. Okay. Thanks, Carrie. So is there anything else you'd like to do or you want to bugger off? We're done. You can do a free.
No, I'm easy.
I think we're pretty much done. I think we've got through everybody. Is there anybody here that you're drawn to? Caroline.
All I can see is Carrie in the comments. I can't see anyone else.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Can't see above that. Yeah, the comments go up high. I'll ask team. No,
hey, Michelle. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Caroline.
Caroline. If you're drawn to anybody, say so. Otherwise, we'll scoot and do it and be done.
No, they can always catch me on another live.
Yeah, I'm not. My team's going, no, door's done. We're finished. So I go with that. Quite often they'll tell me somebody. They got Caroline just recently. I was about to go and I said, no, Caroline. But no, I'm not getting that today, Caroline. So you're off the hook, mate. No homework for you.
Look, she said, hey, Brooke with a lot of wires. It's like she's sucking up for a card.
Is it her, you reckon? Is it you? Are you sneaking in, Caroline, for a freebie? Probably. We could do. You can do Caroline if you want. Do a card. Go on then.
It's a fish card.
Okay.
Find
you're
your
a fish.
inspiration, creativity, and growth. And I'm getting, when was the last time you cooked yourself a cheesecake?
Yeah, when's the last time you cooked me a cheesecake?
Yeah,
We could do a
creative baking.
cheesecake. Yeah, creative baking. God, I haven't done a cheesecake for a long time at all. All right. I've got two ladies here that are poking out, Monique and Celeste. Would you like to pull a card for Monique? Monique.
Okay. Monique. Okay, Monique, what I've got for you is I'll get some cards.
Only get one card, Monique. That's it, like a quickie, like Caroline.
I'll just give her a story.
Cheesecake Factory. Oh. Hey, I see someone in Melbourne won the big lotto, eh? 100 shared the lotto, 2 winners. Caroline, Melbourne somewhere. Was it you? I won the lotto too. I won a good amount last night. I don't buy lottos, and Robbie said go and buy one. I don't buy them because they're a waste of money. So I did, and I won a really good amount. I was like, oh my god, couldn't believe that.
Monique, what I'm getting here is I got 3. I just pulled 3 cards, but what the story they're telling is like, look, there's some stuff you want to see happen in your life. There's some stuff that you want moved. There's some stuff. What I'm getting is that you need to dig deeper. You need to dig deep into something, okay? And look, you need to move on it. You can sit there and just let it sit there and hang on to it, or there's something that you need to get to the bottom of, okay? Somewhere that you want to see change in your life, okay? But you're not doing anything about it at the moment, okay? It will be a personal issue or something to do. It's something for you to take effort to move towards resolving it. Okay, it could be an issue, it could be a pain or something from the past, but it's something that needs to be set free. And these cards are saying you need to do something about it. Don't wait. Don't wait for it to just.
I get a closing here somewhere, Monique. Something needs to either you need to leave a situation, close the door on somebody or something. It's like tell her that she's done enough. She's done enough. You've done whatever it is, Monique. You have tried hard. You've done your best, and you've done enough. And it's time to go, or time to gradually turn away from with gentle love. You know what I mean? It's not yours. Not yours. Alrighty, it's not yours, darling. But you've done your best. That's what they're saying. That's enough. And the other lady was Celeste Garza. There you go, Celeste. You're the last. Quickie. No, I don't watch telly often at all, but I saw that this morning on my phone when I checked my ticket.
Oh, occasionally, I'll have a series that I binge watch, and then I'll binge watch a series like mad, and then I won't watch anything for ages.
Yeah, I binge watched. What did I binge watch recently? Oh, Star Trek, of course, and a couple other things like that. So I do like Star Trek.
No,
Josh, you bugger off.
Hey, Josh. Celeste, I've got patterns come up for you. Patterns. Okay, so some people, have done the wrong thing or said the wrong thing, or they've just rubbed you the wrong way because they don't know any better or whatever reason it is. But like this, a card that's come on is like, this creates little patterns that send you into gratification in some area, whether it be, gratification, food, binge watching too much TV. We've all got it.
Eating cheesecake.
Eating cheesecake, drinking, sex, whatever, gratification. Okay, it just seems like that every time something gets you down about certain, it sets you into a series of spiral gratification. At the moment, is for you to acknowledge that and see and maybe do something about it, because you just keep what happens is when we get down is something upsets us, then we go looking for wants. We go looking for gratification areas, things that we associate with making us feel better. And ultimately, they have the reverse effect. So it's just something to be mindful of what you're doing out of habit. Probably, you know that you're doing it, but
replacing one with another type thing.
You're replacing, one with another, and it's having not a positive effect on you.
Okay, Celeste, I'm getting something has been said about you. Something's been done behind your back, and that's set the cat amongst pigeons. So, I get a lot of who this is makes it's a lot of swearing and shit like that. We got one that says
No, the first card was an unfair judgment.
Oh, judgment. Okay, well, that's what I'm
An
getting.
unfair
It is
judgment. Yeah.
Yep, it is a judgment. It's like they're refusing to see you as you are. They're carrying a beef. So it's affecting your heart too. So I know it's been a relationship or what it is, but it's coming in her heart center and it's drawing energy from her. So if you're getting a bit agitated or anxious, anything like that, Celeste, that's what it is. So you need to do a bit of clearing and clear your heart. Fill it with love, darling. Don't fight back. You can defend, but you don't fight. You know what I mean? Don't cause chaos, because chaos will come back inside of you. Someone is actually afraid. The reason they're doing this is because there's a fear there. They're actually afraid. It's almost like a jealous envy. They're trying to mimic you, but they're not quite getting it right. So therefore they're getting cranky and getting a bit upset. So people are envy and jealous. You know that you're definitely on the right path. You're making it. You're doing the right thing. Because if they weren't, then you wouldn't be just shiny and wouldn't be a successful. And you always find it. Who's the other day I was talking to? They said the more successful, the brighter you shine, the more people can get a bit antsy and a bit arky. So they always said, because they're very, very wealthy. They said it's always a measure of success. Always a measure of success. So, and trust me, this person knows. They're intelligent. So awesome. Alrighty. Well, we might go then.
All right. And that's it. Yeah. Don't. Anyone carrying a beef, you should never be carrying a beef with anyone unless you're on the way to a barbie.
Yeah, exactly. And bring some snacks and stuff and some sauce.
Some cheesecake.
Josh wanted a card, but I don't think Josh deserves a card because we've been here long enough. You're just greedy. I'll give you a card. Here's one.
See, look to the future. Stop looking to the future, Josh. It's right in front of you now. Two ahead in the future. You don't need a card.
You don't need a card.
Just go and flog one of your mum's decks. She's got like 100 of them.
Don't be hard on yourself, Joshy. You've got something about to happen. Oh, God, not again. Something you're going to go through and about to happen that will really give you a sense of who you are. It's going to brighten you up like there's no tomorrow. You're going to get some codes and stuff. That's from the Master Realm, Ascended Masters, mate. You've got some stuff coming in, so be prepared for that. It's probably Lionsgate, is it? You're going to get an activation and you're going to feel a rumbling through your body and your heart's going to open. You're getting like a heart activation, Joshy. So you're going to learn to love yourself more and be happier. You're going to feel happier, all righty? So I don't know if your mum told you what has been done this week, but it's affected your heart. So it is a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. They're running codes through your heart chakra, getting you ready for something. So you should be feeling pretty good about now. You should be feeling pretty happy and rewarded and quite a release from that. So I sent a message to your mum to explain some of that too. All righty. Yep. Us off. No. Thank you.
Josh, when the change comes, you know how sometimes we get that, we feel distance and we feel something releases, we feel like things aren't right, things aren't normal. You're going to get a few of those feelings. Okay, they're not going to be. It might come across as a negative at the time, but it's not going to be a negative.
It's not.
It's just going to be the change. It's going to be the change shifting.
Yeah. Just remember, Josh.
Don't go over thinking about it, man.
No, don't go over thinking and going, oh shit. Just remember that you're going to, because it's new, anything new on this capacity, this powerful, can make the old you feel a bit unsafe because you're not used to feeling this way. So you're changing from the old self to the new self, and the old self is so used to sitting with you and that's who you are and that's all you know about yourself. You only know yourself one way, right? As the change comes in, it's going to feel very unfamiliar. So people freak out. And they go, oh my God, I think something's wrong. And I go, no, you're changing. It's going to feel unfamiliar until such time as it's finished inside of you and set you, so that you go, oh my God, I didn't know I could feel like this. So there's always an in-between transition. Alrighty, so don't fall back into old mindset patterns. Don't think, like Brooke said, don't go into the place where you go, what have I done? Have I done something wrong? I've done nothing wrong. It's just the new is always unfamiliar until you get used to it. Remember that. Alrighty. Hiya, thank you for coming, but
Josh,
we're just finishing.
What I like to do sometimes is I like to walk into the kitchen, center myself, slap my hands on the table and go, what now, universe? What now?
Piss right off. That's what I say. You hear me down the hallway. I'll do light language, Josh. You hear me gibbering away to myself, and I go, "Oh, piss off." That's what I'll say because I won't even take it on. I like, nah, I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for chaos. Go away. Piss off. Leave me alone. So I go into light language and I sing. I sing in dance all the time. I'm always singing something. So if I'm not singing light language, I'm just singing a song or music or something, and that gets me if I got chaos coming it gets me out of the way so I don't absorb it and take it on. Stops me from taking stuff on, and that's what keeps me lighthearted and joyful. So I'm always silly and singing and running amok because that stops chaos from sticking to you. It can't stick to you if you're joyous and in your heart. So trust me,
True.
very powerful tool. Very powerful tool. All righty, we're out. So thank you for those that have come today and put up with us, and thank you for those that have donated. Very generous. Please like, share, and all that jazz for both of us. And we would love it if you put a review on our pages as well. Let us know how you felt and what you got from today. I always like to read a review, as you hear me say. But otherwise, we are done. I hate to think that some people want to
I
put
wonder how
like
many
Carrie and
people
that, like,
put on the reviews. I waited 3 hours, didn't donate, but didn't even get a stinking card.
I waited 4 hours and this girl gave me nothing. No, pretty good. I don't get any of those. They're like, they're brave waiting 4 hours for us, but they've done well. So thank you for those that have been patient and waited that long. I always tell people, if you're going to donate and it's going to be a while, that's why I read the list out. Go away, have a coffee, go and do something, do whatever you got to do, come back. And I'll let you know in the list. So if it's 2 hours, come back in 2 hours. It's really simple. So alrighty, thanks, Brookie. Thank you, Intuitive Focus,
Easy,
for your
thank you.
professional self today and all your words of wisdom and all that jazz. It's been a pleasure. We will do this regular. And we must organise too our next free event thingy like we did last time, get a few of us together. So if anybody's interested in doing some free readings as a group, we donate our time here and there. We've got a group together and we donate free, and we all do free readings. No one pays for anything, and we're there as long as we can. So we're usually there for a few hours, and we like to give back to the community as a thank you and a gratitude for all the donations and all the times that they've come in. So we will do that too.
Well, just let me know and I'll bring the cheesecake and coffee.
Fuck you, get fucked. No,
And I'll sit there eating in front of everyone. Like,
I'll tell you, he'd just be scoffing away, knowing very well that I can't get cheesecake. Do you know how far away my cheesecake factory is? It's like half an hour drive, so bugger off. Not going to happen. All right, we're off. Thank you. Bye now. Be good to one another. Be kind.